Wagwan, everyone. I hope you're keeping well, as you can see. And if you don't already know, we are streaming this Champions League final up on both channels. I'm Tereak Talks, and not my co-host. He's, you know what, we're both hosting it. Is Roland from Pros Only Sports, man. How are you,
Oh,
bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Looking forward to this game. Thank you for this little joint stream that we're doing right now. I mean, it is what it is, man. Some good football to round off the season as well, man. Curtain closer.
Tell me about it. It's the big one, you know. When we've been doing the watch-alongs for the semi-finals, the quarter-finals, group stages, we've been doing it on our own separate channels. So I thought, you know what? Why don't we just interlink, join? Me and Roland have a good relationship. Footballing, we agree on a lot of things in football. You know what I mean? So come on,
Yeah,
we may as well link up the communities and
nice.
join together. You know what I mean?
Come on.
Oh man, how you feeling about this game?
I just know it's not going to be one of them cagey kind of like very close finals that goes into extra time and
Yeah,
and penalties. I don't think it's going to be that. Like we've seen from both teams, like they've got goals in their side, in it. So hoping for a kind of a goal fest, did it, to kind of round off the season. That would be great. But let's see.
true. That would be great. Exactly. And we'll get right into it, people. Don't worry, we've got plenty of talking points. But let me just big up everyone in the chat right now. We've got Brush in here, we've got Moss.
We got
Um,
Moss.
we got plenty of Moss in here, as you can see. We got Wilf in the place as well. We got
Oh,
Matt
we got,
G, Edmund, Bobby
we
is all in
got,
here, Paxton,
we got
Jay.
Paxton. We got Jay as well.
And
Come
big
on.
up everyone else that's tuned in watching. Love to you all. We'll go through your comments. But first, I think it's only right that we do go through the lineups. Just trying to sort out my stand at the moment, people. Hold on. There we go. Okay, all right. It's still not straight. Still not straight. Rolling. I'll get the lineups up for you. And then you discuss it whilst I sort out my my little technical difficulties. As Paxton known plenty of you guys that there's always technical difficulties in a Tereak Talk stream. But
Let's go.
here we go. I'll get the lineups for you right now in 3, 2, 1. Here you go. And let's bring it up on screen.
Okay, so we will kick it off with the Real Madrid side first. We'll go with Courtois in goal. There's a back four of Mendy, Alaba, Militao, and Carvajal at right back. Three in midfield of Kroos, Modric, and Casemiro at the base. And then up top, Vinicius on the left-hand side, Valverde up on the right-hand side, and up front, it's the guy carrying Benzema. Now, that Real Madrid side, fairly unchanged. We've been seeing the same starting 11 from Carlo Ancelotti for his side throughout the tournament, and it's worked for them so far to get them in. I wasn't expecting too many changes. I know Camavinga has changed some games. I know Rodrigo as well has changed some games, but he's decided to keep those on the bench so that he can have something to do. If the game doesn't go his way, he can change it up and provide a bit more energy and attacking impetus for them, for their side. But what do you think about that lineup, Tariq?
For Real Madrid, it's the much of the same really for what they have put out, and I think they put this out about 2-3 hours before the game.
Oh, really?
Which, yeah, I think that's been a theme of what they've been doing before the Champions League games, and I'm not sure what that reason is. Is it? I don't know. Is it? It's not. There's no mind games involved, but he's been continuing that, and a lot of people thought that maybe he'd wait an hour before the game to release the lineups. But as you're saying right there, it's going to be a big test for that back line. That midfield always going to remain the same. What's your thoughts on Toni Kroos starting, bro?
I think I think he just come back from injury in the game against Man City, so he
Yeah,
wasn't on it a little bit. But I feel like he's had time to rest, recover. He's had a few games under his belt since then as well. So him coming into the side of he'll be the first I'll look at when there's going to be a change. Though I can see him coming off first if things aren't going their way, and Camavinga coming on into that midfield to just provide a bit more energy, and to kind of push the ball forward a little bit, progress the ball a bit more. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see how that midfield copes as well, with the Liverpool three. which also got some interesting interesting people started in there that we didn't think was going to happen. But hey, let's see.
There you go. Edmund coming up with a question. At what minute is Carlo unleashing Camavinga? And as Roland said, I do think it will be Toni Kroos, the one he will be looking at to make that change. Depends on how the game state is. If it's tight, I think no matter what, if it's level, about 70th minute, you'll be seeing Camavinga come on. Maybe sooner if it doesn't quite go to plan at halftime. What about you, bro?
I could see it happening probably 65 minutes in, probably. As long as the scoreline is, at a manageable level, let's say they're down or it's a still drawing or whatever, and they need to kind of get the winner, then I can see around that kind of minute 65. He comes on, and then let's see if he can change the game. Do what he needs to do, man. That would be interesting for debut season. Yeah. Champions League winner, crazy. But we'll see.
Game changers coming off the bench right there with Camavinga. We've got plenty to go through and when we get to the benches as well. But big up everyone who's locked in right now. Kendall and Baby Rage is coming. Baby Rage is asking, what's good? You live tomorrow night?
No. They're trying to get me to stream that game 7.
Oh, the Celtics Heat.
The Celtics Heat. Yeah, nah. Hey, Baby Rage, it's over. It's over with CM. That's his job. I'm not involved in that. I can't.
Yo, Roland, he can't hack it, man. He's gonna be hiding behind the sofa. You know what I mean? Watching that game.
That was Chino yesterday. Chino didn't come into the stream or nothing. He was hiding until the end of the game.
Hey, you know when Chino's not coming in, he's scared, man. But they got the job done and they're taking it to a game 7. Roland Tax. Big up Jamie in here as well. Hope you're keeping good. Don't duck out of game 7.
Ed, allow me, please.
He's watching this final, people, but he's not watching his own team in game 7. In their conference finals. Yeah.
Man.
Big up everyone. And yeah, and the main threats that we're going to be looking at for tonight with you know what, we'll go into it because I've got some talking points that we'll go into. But first, let me read the Liverpool lineup as you can see on screen. If you're listening but not watching, we have Alisson in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold in at right back. Big change right here with Ibrahima Konate at centre back. I'd love to hear Roland's thoughts on that. With Virgil van Dijk, Andy Robertson at left back, completing the back 5 right there. The midfield 3, Fabinho and Thiago, who were doubts earlier on in the week. They did train yesterday. Jurgen Klopp was confident before the game and before the training session even yesterday that they would be fit, and they are fit here starting. We'll see how fit they actually are when the game does kick off with Jordan Henderson, their captain, their leader, also in that midfield. And then the front 3, which at the start of the season, nobody would have predicted this because, one, Luis Diaz wasn't here. And Sadio Mane has had that rejuvenation in that central area with Mo Salah to the right. And yet Luis Diaz and Mane completing the rest of the front 3. But Roland, as I said, that Ibrahima Konate at the back. It's a big call from Jurgen Klopp. What's your thoughts on that?
To be honest with you, he's been the guy that they've been utilizing in the Champions League anyway. I think he's got 3 goals in the Champions League, if I'm not mistaken, this season.
Yes.
I think also he's there because they're going to be playing with that high line. There's the threat of Vinicius that can get in behind. You're going to need someone to recover. Of course, Van Dijk can do that. But Konate, the younger player, probably the quicker player of the 2, can also protect them if they get caught out, which is going to happen, I think, at some point during the game. I can't see it not happening tonight. Like, I think they're going to get caught out a little bit because of that high line, especially as Trent advances forward and gets involved in the play further forward in the attack for Liverpool. If the ball breaks down, there's going to be some space in behind for Vinicius to exploit. So, I mean, there's so many good things that we can see from this game that's going to happen. I mean, the Fabinho to Thiago situation as well. Like,
I got them all sorted before the stream, people. Casemiro versus Fabinho, Modric and Thiago.
You know, like, I mean, it's just so interesting because obviously we've seen players that have passed late fitness tests going into the Champions League final, and then when they get into the actual final, I mean, I remember Costa in the Real Madrid Atletico Madrid final. When was that? 2014? Was it 2014? or 2013. I think it's 2013. I think it was.
Yes.
And he started the game, and then literally 6 minutes in, he had to be subbed off because he just wasn't fit enough to be able to complete the game. And then Liverpool versus Spurs in that Champions League final, Harry Kane wasn't fit.
Exactly
He passed the late fitness test, goes into the final, and he wasn't himself. So we'll see how those two kind of cope and all of that. But going back to your talking points, I didn't want to skip over. Sorry.
That's all right. No worries, man.
But that first battle between Trent and Vinicius, like we already know how it works with Trent. He's gonna go forward. He's gonna get involved in the play. He's gonna be overlapping. He's gonna be underlapping. He's gonna be throwing the balls into the box as well. And then obviously with that, there's gonna be space in behind for Vinicius to exploit. And it's gonna be interesting how Konate is gonna have to come over and cover a lot. Like, it's gonna be interesting. But what do you think?
I totally agree. Spot on with that there. And it's going to be interesting going the other way, as you said, with Trent going forward. Will Vinicius do his job? Because Salah and Mendy, that's going to be a big battle. I'd back Ferland Mendy physically because he's got the pace. He's ambidextrous. He can defend and attack with both feet too. So, I think he'll be able to handle Salah to a certain extent. But then the combination of Salah when Henderson drifts over into those areas, creating those triangles, is Vinicius going to do that defensive work? Or is Carlo Ancelotti going to get him to like cheat in a way and do that half defensive cheat? We've played football and we've played with wingers that don't track back and those things. And what they try and do, they try and come back a little bit. And so if Real Madrid do pick up the ball, he can spring and go on the attack. And I think that's a big reason why he has brought Konate in, for the athleticism to deal with Vinicius Jr. Because we've spoken about that high line with the likes of Modric, Kroos, Casemiro, even David Alaba at centre-back, Militao, Mendy, Carvajal, very, very adept at playing at the ball and can go long over the top and try and find the likes of Vinicius. But yeah, I wanted to also ask you, about this battle right here, Benzema versus Virgil van Dijk, because there's a lot going around, because I think Van Dijk is the greatest centre-back to play the game. People...
Whoa. Yeah. The game.
The game. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, it's a big shout, I know, and some people disagree, some people agree as well. And what a lot of people say is it's hard to compare now because there isn't a real number 9. Like, we don't have common number 9s like Giroud, Van Nistelrooy's, etc. But he's coming up against a real number 9 tonight, though, in Karim Benzema, who you put up there as one of the best in a striking position. How do you see this battle unfolding?
It's going to be interesting because Benzema doesn't operate like a true 9, if you know what I mean. Like, from his days at Lyon, from what I remember, he used to drift out a lot. He used to drift out to the left. He used to just favor that side and then come inside when the time was right. And like, he's become a lot more of a complete player now as well, because he's good in the air. Like, he's good both feet. He can drop deep and he can spin in behind. Like, he can also play on the last shoulder of the man. So it's like, it's going to be interesting to see how Van Dijk copes with him, because it's going to be those two that are really going to be going toe to toe tonight. Because I feel like Konate is only in there because of the threat of Vinicius, that he's going to have to come over and cover for Trent if he gets caught up the field. So yeah, Van Dijk should be able to deal with him, because like, in terms of pace wise, he should be able to deal with him on that level. He should be able to deal with him in the air, but can he work with the movement though? Do you know what I mean? That's what I think. The movement might be an issue, but who knows? Who knows still.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting with that movement.
Hey, yeah, this is see, Ed, you're right. Because Maldini was different. Like, and even when I saw him, he was towards the tail end of his career, yeah. And like, because he started off as at left back and then moved centrally. So yeah, he was different. I mean, but we've seen some guys, man. We've seen some guys. We've seen some guys, man. You can't discount Rio. Rio is the template for Van Dijk. Van Dijk, there's no Van Dijk without Rio. Like, do you know what I mean? And I'm not even saying that on a bias thing. Like, there's no Van Dijk without Rio, yeah. I even rate what's his name? What was the Cannavaro? Like, he was 5'10". He was short. for a centre back, but he was handling his business. Like I rate him. Like who else was there? Like Lucio. Like people don't rate Lucio, but the Brazilian Lucio was cold. Like look, there was guys, man. Like I mean, but look, I think when all is said and done, like we got to probably give it 5 years after he retires, 10 years after he retires, they're gonna be talking about Van Dijk for sure. Like that one, I'll say that.
Hey, we got plenty of chat in the comments. I knew it would always bring up a good chat, but you know what? With Virgil van Dijk, what doesn't the guy have in his game? There's absolutely no weakness at all to be shown. No one has dominated him. Nobody's bullied him. Even in games where he's not been the best, he's not been at his greatest. That's everyone, but they know how to manage these games out. Very, very smart. And yeah, it's a shame that he's playing in the same era as the Manchester City side, but he already has the accolades to show for it in his influence at Liverpool, winning a Premier League, winning a Champions League, could get possibly 2 Champions Leagues. We'll see tonight. And yeah, big player. And it's a shame that the Netherlands are bottle jobs as well, because maybe he would have been able to really have that influence on proceedings internationally, and that kind of gets a lot of people, you know, when you talk about greatest of all time, you know, it's Messi, Ronaldo, a lot of the time people are bringing up what they've done for their club and country. So yeah, interesting. The game has been delayed by 15 minutes. Thank you, Bernadette, for letting us know. Getting people into the stadium seems to be the issue. I've just seen it pop up on my TV screen as well that the game's been delayed. So we're going to be looking at a 8:15 kickoff here. Is it a France hour ahead, Roland? So is it what, like 9:15 for them?
Yeah.
Wait, I think so.
Yeah, the hour ahead. Yeah.
Exactly. There you go, right there. So it should be interesting, but that's one of the battles in Benzema versus Van Dijk. Then you've also got, we've spoken about the Vinicius versus Trent, the battle of the Brazilians in centre defensive midfield, in Casemiro and Fabinho. Fabinho, he's going to be someone to keep an eye on because of that injury. But Casemiro, who has been receiving a little bit of criticism, which I don't think is right. What's your thoughts on this battle in midfield? Because they've got important jobs in being there, you know, the key defensive attributes for both sides.
The criticism for Casemiro is just about right. I'm not gonna lie to you, like because I've seen, even in the game against City, right? I was screaming at Carlo to get rid of him. I was like, get him off the pitch. And I understand why he stayed on the pitch, because you're going to need that defensive solidity in front of Alaba and Militao, who both of them in those positions are very erratic. So Alaba will step forward and he could get caught out at times. Militao's very erratic. I don't rate him at all. But anyway, that's another conversation we can have at another time. So
I agree with you on Militao. Yeah.
And Casemiro being in there now, like, yes, I understand why he did, but I didn't really like what he was doing. He was very reckless at points as well during that game against Man City. He kept giving the ball away, which I just wasn't happy with. You can't be the defensive midfielder there and putting your team into danger by giving the ball away too much. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, that's going to be an interesting battle. As I said, Fabinho with the injury coming back, late fitness test, is he going to be able to withstand 90 minutes? I don't know. You know, we all know his quality as well. His ability to play from deep. But at the same time, like I've seen him do a few things this season, which has been very interesting. He's been carrying the ball a little bit more, which has been interesting to see as well. He's going to be another key player in there that's going to protect that defensive line. He may have to step back into centre back as well, potentially when Madrid are on the attack, especially if Trent is caught upfield. There's going to have to be that movement. He's going to have to try and do his bit for the team. So we'll have to wait and see. But big up my guy and then in here.
Exactly. Alamadrid Rich is in here as well. Big up to yourself and everyone who's tuned in. We've got Chino in here too. Love to you all. G Staffy just come in the place. And he's Chino's telling you to be here for game 7, you know, as well for the Eastern Conference Finals. Hey, it's going to be a big one though. It's going to be interesting. But yeah, that deserves its own stream. That does. But Edmund brings up point saying Liverpool's midfield could get leggy in this game. I mean, you could certainly say the same about Real Madrid's. And just to back my point on Casemiro, I think, when we're looking at Kroos and Modric in midfield at the age they're at, they're not really providing the athleticism needed against a lot of top midfielders. Like when they come up against Manchester City, in that first leg, they got piped for that reason because Casemiro wasn't fit. And then even at home, he helped them break down a lot of, attacks going forward for Real Madrid. And he's their key man defensively. And when we have seen Camavinga, who comes in with a bit of new energy, a lot more pressing and carrying the ball progressively, he's back to his best. So I do think it's a little bit of the, the players around him. And I'm not criticizing them in terms of their ability, but defensively, when you're going to be coming up against very intense teams like a Manchester City and a Liverpool today, I think he might just struggle. But yeah, it's all about managing the game for Real Madrid. How can they manage certain moments? Because Real Madrid will get battered at certain moments in this game. I think we can guarantee that. We've seen it against PSG, against Chelsea, against Real Madrid, against Manchester City, and you expect the same in Liverpool against Liverpool. It's just a question of how they're going to deal with it, and they have been able to weather the storm, I guess, but across two legs. This one's one game. But the battle in midfield of the two technicians, Roland, talk to me about Modric versus Thiago. The influence that they have had in this Champions League for both sides is ridiculous.
I mean, I'm going to start off with Modric, man. Like, 35 years old. I'm still thinking about that outside of the boot assist against Chelsea at the Bernabeu. Like, that was so serious. Like I'm still thinking about it right now, and I'm just like, he's performing at a different level, right? Like, since 30 years old, he's just gone out of this world. And I think, he's the guy that did break up the monopoly of Messi and Ronaldo for Ballon d'Or. He won his Ballon d'Or, and it's going to be a very interesting battle between him and Thiago tonight. In the second leg against Manchester City in the semi-final, he was taken off. I was surprised when Carlo did that. He took off both Modric and Kroos and decided to flood and just flood the midfield. I think Valverde came off of the right-hand side. He put Rodrigo up there. Valverde, with his energy in midfield alongside Camavinga, with Casemiro at the base, just kind of made it very interesting and a bit difficult for City to cope with. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see Modric's influence. I think it's going to be interesting because he's not going to have a lot of time on the ball. Like with Liverpool's the energy in their midfield. So he's going to have to be very quick with the ball. It's got to be a lot of one-touch football to get around the press potentially. But we'll have to wait and see. On Thiago's side, once again, the late fitness test, he's coming. Is he going to be fit enough to be able to withstand the 90 minutes? I don't know. But we've now seen the quality. Like, this second season now at Liverpool, he seems to have gotten over a lot of his injury problems, and we actually started to see the guy that in his kind of prime years at Bayern Munich that we were seeing, the player that we all know he is. He's going to have a big influence tonight for Liverpool. He's going to be breaking those lines as well, trying to get Luis Diaz in, Mane in, and Salah in as well. So we'll see what happens there. But it's going to be an interesting battle between the two of them.
Very, very true. And you raised a good point once again about Thiago and Fabinho. That's two players in midfield that are struggling with injuries. Of course, that could be the same for Real Madrid, for all we know. But yeah, that's from what we do know. It's going to be very interesting to see if they are going to last the course of this game and how fit they truly are. But let's see what you guys are saying in the comments before I get into who I think will win this battle. Doesn't necessarily mean they'll win the game. You can win the battle, but doesn't mean you'll win the war. But Paxton saying Modric, what a player. Kendall saying, want to see bare tears rolling down the faces of Liverpool fans. And then I think he's trying to speak this into existence, positive affirmations, and then saying Chelsea will be the last English team to win the Champions League and true holders of the Champions League until UEFA change the champs back to the normal format and not the Super League One. There's an interesting topic right there.
And then you let us down. You let us down, man. I had you guys. I tipped them to win it again, to go back to back with Tuchel, right?
Yeah.
You let me down, fam.
You see, hey, I'm all right though. As an Arsenal fan, I can't be having this Chelsea talk all over again. 2 Champions Leagues whilst we've got 0. It's tough. It's tough out in these streets. Peter Crouch's podcast touched on Modric in the early part of the podcast. Redknapp's tactics for Palacios in midfield was get the ball and get it to Modric, whether he is 50 yards or 50 centimetres away. Interesting. Jake coming in with his prediction right there. 3-0 Real Madrid, I reckon. We'll get into ours soon. Modric will win the midfield battle. Don't think Thiago is fully fit, says Matt G. Interesting. I can kind of see what you're saying there. Oxlade-Chamberlain has been in the shadow of Thiago. He's back to his old self at Arsenal. Oxlade-Chamberlain was very versatile at Arsenal, man. He had a good role, playing at right back, right wing back, left wing, right wing. But now, yeah, he's not getting none of that. I think injuries have really hampered him. But in that battle in the midfield between Modric and Thiago, I think Modric will win it.
Yeah, I think he wins it. I think the fitness is the problem for Thiago, because if he was fully fit, then we could say it's a bit more of an even battle between the two. But I don't know how fit he is. That's the thing.
That's what I'm going for. And these big, I mean, when I say these big occasions, Thiago's no strangers to this. If he does win it, he's going to be the second player since Clarence Seedorf to win 3 Champions Leagues with 3 different clubs. Liverpool, if he wins with Liverpool, Barcelona, and Bayern Munich. So yeah, that's Champions League heritage right there in itself. So, but Modric, last dance really for him in midfield. I know he's getting that new contract, but Real Madrid, if they can perform like they did this season, no chance Lightning's going to strike twice like that. Yeah. They were the worst side out of both in all of their knockout games.
Yeah,
out of 2 legs, if you're talking about it like that. But that doesn't matter in knockout football.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting if they were to just kind of like shithouse their way to another Champions League after being very poor in those games. I mean, it's crazy, man.
It'd be crazy. And then I want to ask you this. We spoke about it a little bit, but that Real Madrid defense against the Liverpool front three, how do you see that going?
See, the early part of the game is very interesting. I think that this delay in the game may help that Real Madrid defense, like kind of work on some extra tactics, game plan, something. Because the first 20 minutes of the game, it could be like they could be bombarded with just attacks at them. Because, as I said, Militao, I do not rate him at all. I can see him getting dragged all out of position. Like I watched the El Clasico. That was a very good example of Real Madrid's defense just not being great. Barcelona pulled them apart as they stormed to a 4-0 victory at the Bernabeu. And I can see the same thing happening here because there's going to be a lot of movement between that front three. Salah doesn't always stay high and wide. He comes inside. He drifts in. Like Mane he may pop up on the left-hand side or on the right-hand side. Diaz, we already know the speed of Diaz. He's going to run through a brick wall. You know what I mean? So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. Honestly, it's going to be interesting to see what happens because that Real Madrid defense is not good. Carvajal as well.
Yes,
he's getting on a bit now. He does. I've not really rated him, to be honest with you. If I'm being totally honest, I think he's just been part of a very good Real Madrid side. That's the only reason why people may rate him. I don't rate him individually as a player, so he's gonna struggle as well with the speed of Diaz on that side. He's gonna really struggle. So I wonder if that first 20 minutes if they can't just quieten the crowd, keep possession, and try and forge their own attacks, they're gonna be under severe pressure from the off. It's gonna be interesting. Even Mendy, I look at Mendy too. Once again, he's not the best individually. Real Madrid could probably do better in that position, but he's kind of a stopgap at this moment in time. So yeah, we have to see.
Exactly right there. And I agree with you about Carvajal. He's getting on, and defensively, we've seen him in these 1v1 battles get roasted. I think all 2 goals came from his side. Well, the cross came from in the Manchester City first leg, cross to the back post. Carvajal got beat there. He got beat down on that left side, and then Jesus was able to score. And I remember watching, he got substituted against PSG, but Mbappe, that's where the goal came from. So that's for sure their weakest area. And coming up against Luis Diaz, he's going to get cooked, I think, tonight, in all honesty. And I'm sure, you guys can kind of see where me and Roland are going with and how we think the game's going to go and who might nick it. But we'll get into the predictions soon. And let me just see what you guys are saying in the chat as well. Bernadette saying French police using tear gas on Liverpool fans outside the stadium. So that's not sounding great, you know, with the history that English club fans have. When we do travel, it's not helping the situation, and we just need the game to get started. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed even further at all. But NN saying, nah, your brother Lakaka let us down. That's your signing.
That's your signing, bro. That's 90 million.
Talk about Oxlade Chamber being too focused on his child and his missus brings into the workload. Easy win for Madrid, says Fads. 3-1 Madrid win. As usual, Salah won't score in the final. Man United fan.
Interesting.
And I think Drizzy saying, you finally got the Ajax Bob Marley jersey. Welcome to the club. He's had that for all season.
I've had it all season, man. But big up Drizzy still. Big up Drizzy.
France hating on Liverpool. Well, Julie, she was singing. Hey, I'm glad this is why you're all here in the watch long instead. You don't want to listen. You don't listen to that nonsense. Why are you people supporting English team? I mean,
you got to go with the facts here. Like, I mean, yes, Real Madrid have the heritage. This is basically their competition, but there's weaknesses in their side. That's all I'm saying. Like, we don't know what's going to happen in the game. I don't know. I want Real Madrid to win, but we have to look at the facts. You get me? Big up Drizzy, man. Big up
Drizzy every time. And everyone else who is locked in. There's a couple more talking points before we give our predictions, and it's perfect because we've got about 10 minutes until kickoff. If you have just tuned in, it has been delayed by 15 minutes. So that's the reason why we haven't got the scoreline, or we haven't started talking about the game yet at all. But Salah revenge. He spoke about it. Roland, he said that he wanted Real Madrid. No holds barred. He weren't holding his tongue back. Virgil van Dijk was giving the PC answer, the media train, or whoever we get, we'll play with, etc. But Salah straight up, no, Real Madrid I want for that moment in 2018. What's your thoughts on Salah in this game?
I mean, I've seen Salah in the AFCON final earlier on this year. And I didn't see what he was talking about. He, like somebody spoke on him. They said that Abubakar said, apart from the goals, what does he do? We seen that people brought smoke to his table and he wasn't able to fire back. So I'm very surprised to see him with some smoke, some fire. I want revenge after what happened in that Champions League final against Real Madrid. I mean, look, it's going to be interesting. Can he do something in this final? It's going to be interesting to see. I don't think he will. I think when he gets to these kind of moments, he kind of falters. He kind of ends up in the shadows. Mane seems to be the guy that really takes up the mantle for Liverpool in these kind of moments. So, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with him. Will he get his revenge? I don't want him to, because it's going to be even funnier because of the smoke he tried to bring with that interview. But I mean, this is his opportunity to rise, and actually step out in front of everybody. That's what I want to see in it, because then we'll see what happens.
Hey, there you go, right there. We've got plenty of chat for this as well. What fact there is weakness in Liverpool's side too? Yeah, we spoke about it.
We discussed it, Drizzy. We spoke
about that with the Trent Alexander-Arnold side, Konate having to do a lot of covering. Is he experienced enough in these types of games and scenarios to do it? That's still yet to be seen. And then that's really it. Apart from Liverpool, weakness really. Whereas Real Madrid, there's plenty, and you've seen it throughout the knockout games. So yeah, that's why we spent longer talking about that. Brad saying, can both lose? Unfortunately not. No matter how long you delay this game. What players coming back out? Oh, I think the subs are coming out to sit on the bench now. I think. Or no, are they coming? They're going out for another warm-up, I believe.
Probably, yeah.
I think there might be, because I can see Thiago, Alisson, Van Dijk coming out in their warm-up jerseys, getting ready to warm up again. I don't like these things happening, because this can really affect the game that we have in store. Do you know, like the spectacle?
Yeah, I think because you've conditioned yourself to go and play at a particular time. When they say, "Oh, it's delayed," and the way that it's happened, just so in such short notice,
Sure.
it can throw you off. Honestly,
Yeah, exactly. All your plans and preparations. You've been out to warm up, then you got to go out to warm up again. If they're only just coming out to warm up again now, surely this game's going to get delayed by like longer than
yeah,
15
I can
minutes.
see it getting delayed again because literally the game's supposed to start in like 8 minutes.
Yeah. You shouldn't be warming up at these points.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sure we're going to yet to receive news about that. Maybe we've seen it in the chat already.
I reckon they're gonna kick off at 8:30.
Saying I think it will be 8:30 if they're coming out to warm up again now. Yeah, kick off delayed until what? It says 9:30 here, but I'm guessing it's 9:30 their time.
9:30 there, 8:30 here.
So we got even longer, man.
Yeah, longer now.
Oh, and now the Real Madrid players are coming out to warm up too. Yeah, this game. Yeah, we kind of predicted it. It was like, hang on. I thought they were coming out to get like ready in the tunnel, but I thought, okay, is this the substitutes coming to sit on the bench? Nah. Kickoff is delayed again because of fan trouble outside of the stadium. Not too sure what's happening. But that's a shame, really. Has there ever been like a delay in a Champions League final before, Roland?
I don't think so, if I'm being totally honest. I remember I think, was it 2007 when Liverpool played Milan
Yeah.
in Athens? I remember them, like, that was a crazy situation. There was people without tickets who were trying to get into the stadium, like, and watch Liverpool in the final. And it was a crazy situation. You see videos of them like kind of running around, scrambling, stampedes happening. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's UEFA obviously with the way they allocate tickets, and yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. And I think also don't forget that this final was also moved from Moscow, right, to Paris, not that long ago. So that's maybe caused some situation as well, potentially, with the fans trying to get into the stadium and all of that. Because maybe tickets would have to be probably reallocated. Maybe, I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah, they're just showing the Werner goal on my TV screen now, and that came from that Real Madrid right side again. So there's so much issues in their defense, and you look at the gaping holes that City had. Yeah, I'm sorry, like we haven't gone into our predictions yet, but I'm going to ask you yours now. Then we'll go right into the comments and see what all of you people have said, because there's plenty we need to get through. Roland, give me your score prediction for this game.
You know what? I'm gonna go 2-2 after full time.
Ooh.
And Real Madrid to win it in extra time 3-2.
Interesting. What makes you say that?
You get your money's worth, one.
Yeah.
But I think Real Madrid, obviously defensive frailty, so they will concede. They also have the ability to come back into games like they've done throughout the tournament as well. And then just the Benzema factor. It's another moment to stake a claim as as the best in the world. He's on his Ballon d'Or run right now. I think Madrid win 3-2. He's on his Ballon d'Or run right now. Like, you're not going to be able to deny him if he can get a winner in this Champions League final to win it for Real Madrid, their 14th title. That would be, you know what I mean? So we have to wait and see. I think Real Madrid win 3-2 after extra time.
3-2 after extra time. I've gone for. I'm sorry, Drizzy. I'm sorry, everyone else as well. 3-1 Liverpool. Liverpool, I think they're going to steamroll them in terms of a final. I think that, as we said, that Real Madrid defense, the midfield, out of possession, they're just not ready for this Liverpool side. And when one occasion, I trust Liverpool more than, like City when they played them. Liverpool are used to this situation now, which is the difference between 2018 and now. And there's obviously like they had Ronaldo, Ramos. It was different sides, of course, and Liverpool had Lovren. Liverpool are the favourites if we talk. Well, across England they're the favourites, but across Spain it's Real Madrid, and it's only because in Spain Real Madrid are Real Madrid. So I think Liverpool are going to win this one by 3-1. We've got Matt G saying 3-1 Madrid, really saying 2-1 Madrid, Paxton saying 2-1 a la Madrid, CM 2-1 Madrid as well, 3-2 Madrid says Super Nick, agreeing with you there, Roland. 3-2 Liverpool says Moss, sticking with it. Liverpool fans are saying on Twitter, police are hostile. No trouble on the streets, BBC are reporting. I mean, French police, they're there. I'm sure they've
I'm gonna
got...
say this: when you go to another person's country and you start acting up, they're gonna do what they want to do to you. Like I don't like. We've seen this time and time and time again. English fans will go over abroad into Europe, and then they think that they can do what they do here over there, and then not expect backlash. You're gonna get backlash. Like, do you know what I mean? Like they do things a lot differently over in France, so you need to behave accordingly. But hey, I don't know.
Yeah, it's true, and I don't know what's happening, so it's hard to really like comment on it in a way. But I agree with Roland 100% in that's been notorious for English fans, is behaving crazily. We've seen it even with our own country where we had the Euros final. Do you know what I mean? So come on, like I'm sorry, English fans, you don't have as an English fan, but not a match going fan on a regular basis that goes out drinking, smashing the place up, trying to ramage into stadiums. It's hard. I've got to give the benefit of the doubt to the police currently.
Yeah, like you have to at this point. Like I can't see any other way. Like no one's lying here. Like
yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, it could be in that way that England they're not doing anything. The French police just want to get some, little. I don't know for English fans. I don't know. Who knows? But benefit of the doubt, I'm giving the police at the moment, given what I've seen.
Yeah.
With England. It's true. 3-0 Madrid, 2 Benzema goals and 1 for Rodrigo. So the chat is all going with Madrid today.
We already know why. They obviously they don't want Liverpool to win this thing. I just think that it's gonna be a very tough game for both. Yeah. It's gonna be tight, like towards the end, and I think Real Madrid will just come through, but I don't know.
At least we've gone for goals, and everyone else in the chat.
Yeah, goals. Hey, there has to be goals. I really don't want this to be a cagey final. I really don't want that to happen because you build up so much anticipation for these finals, and then they end up being a 0-0, then extra time 0-0, then penalties, and then I don't want that. I need goals.
And also, I don't want what Drizzy said there. I understand why you're saying it, Drizzy, but that would ruin the game as a spectacle in my eyes if there was a red card. Like early on, especially. Maybe if you go in like extra time, or it adds a little something. But I want to see some like firing football going in at the moment. High lines, both teams will do that. I mean, Real Madrid against PSG, they certainly weren't playing a high line in that first leg. So who knows how Real Madrid are going to come out?
They're going to come out with. I think they're gonna be very conservative and try and hit on the counter. That's what I think in the beginning, and then they'll open up. That's what I think.
Exactly, it's true. 2-1 Liverpool, says Edmund right there. Do you think this game decides who gets the Ballon d'Or?
If Benzema has a big performance, that pretty much stamps his Ballon d'Or. He gets it at the end of the year. When is the ceremony? November or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's like end of the year, November, December time.
Yeah, so I think if he wins that, if he wins the final for Real Madrid tonight, that pretty much stamps it because he's had a great season. I can't lie to you. He's had a great season.
And then you've also got Salah. If Salah can win it for them tonight, he probably gets Ballon d'Or. So I guess you're right, Jake. I think it does.
Because the way, to be honest, Salah's second half of the season, he's dipped since AFCON. Since coming back, he's dipped off massively. I think that first part of the season, he was like what 20. It was like 20 goals and assists, roughly. Yeah, something like that in that first part, and then goes to AFCON, dips off. And we haven't he's been having moments here and there, but he's not been that scintillating form that he was at. If he does win it for Liverpool tonight, then you could say you got to throw his hat in there because, to be honest with you, who are you going to put in there? You're going to put, I think, top 3 this year is Salah, Benzema, Mbappe, and then maybe you could put KDB 4th, and then after that, I don't know. Like, to be honest with you, but yeah, interesting.
Yeah, so it depends how the game goes, Jake. If Benzema wins it, he's got it, no matter what happens really next season, the start of next season. And if Salah goes on a crazy one and turns up in a big game, I think it goes to him as well. So yeah, interesting. This delay has rattled Salah, like Vinny said. He's not special. Are you on about Vinny or Vincent Abubakar? Did Vinicius Junior
Yeah,
actually say?
no. Vincent Abubakar.
Oh
That's
yeah,
and then it's Cameroonian. So
yeah,
yeah.
yes, yeah, true. Yeah, hey, he's going to be listening to Abubakar's words for sure. Liverpool fans slowly getting in now, so that's good. So hopefully we can see, yeah, because it was meant to have kicked off by now already.
Sure.
I mean, it meant to be 15 minutes into the game, but even with the delay, 2 minutes, but an extra delay. Yeah, he's just giving us more talking points and more people to get in and say Liverpool going to lose, like Kendall. If Liverpool get the L, they'll blame it on the tear gas situation.
Man.
They will, of course. That's what football fans do.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Real Madrid
They'll
fans will
blame
do the same thing. I think you see, we got a little smoke here as well coming down the bottom, so we were prepared for the situation. Benzema deserves a Ballon d'Or currently. I agree. If it was to be decided for now, I'd give Benzema the Ballon d'Or. What about you?
Yeah, I gotta give it to Benz, man. Like, I mean, he's had a great season. Like, as I said, like, I mean, people are saying, "Oh, he's finally coming out of the shadow of Ronaldo," but he was doing it. He was doing this under Ronaldo. There was just that one season where he scored 5 goals or whatever it was, and I think that the situation with Valbuena and all of that was kind of like messing with his head. He had to go to court and all of this stuff. Yeah, so I think that kind of overshadowed him a little bit. But ultimately, like, this is the season where, for the people that weren't really watching him closely, now you're seeing what he can do. I mean, that performance, who was it? Was it against? It was against PSG, where he scored the hat trick in what, 5 minutes or whatever it was, like, to turn the game on into their favor. I mean, look, he's been able to withstand the test of time, and tonight could be the night to seal the deal for him.
Exactly that. Totally agree with every single word you said there. Don Carlo will give them the look, then it's over with that eyebrow. Benzema, he's joint second alongside Raul, both on 323 in Real Madrid's all-time leading goal scorers, behind only to Cristiano Ronaldo with 450. That's a great name to be next to in, for Karim Benzema. Both of them captains for Real Madrid up top as well. Yeah, that's some great statistics there. Look how many CR7 has scored. So you're telling me Connor Cody's balance? Yeah, it has ended.
They ended at the start of the season, and like,
Exactly.
we knew he wasn't gonna get it.
Exactly, you know what? He might have been living off that. England making the Euros finals.
Potentially, you might be living off that one still.
But other than that, no, he's gone. Goes to AFCON, was a no-show, got panned by his teammate, then went to a World Cup qualifier and got panned by his teammate again. These Salah agendas are running hot tonight. You know what I mean?
But they're true though. It's not even an agenda. It's true, It's true. Yeah. I can't lie. That final, we all watched it. Tereak, we were there. We all watched it together. We didn't see him. Like, he was lost. Like, but hey, let's see what happens tonight. Let's see what you can do.
We'll see. It's true. You are right, but there's no praise for Salah, though. That's what
I mean. I think. Look. At the end of the day, I think people just don't like the way he plays. That's all. Yeah. I think that's what it is. He's got the goals in him. He got the assists in him, but they just don't like the way he plays. It's a bit. It's not easy on the eye.
I understand that. He's not no Luis Diaz who glides, and if Luis Diaz was getting the numbers, it would be talking about him completely differently, even as rivals. But yeah, with Salah, very like janky in a way, like just shin bouncing off the shins. But he has had his moments this season where he scored beautiful goals, Man City, Watford.
Yeah.
But wait. We'll have to wait and see. I don't expect there to be much praise for Salah. Mane won AFCON, qualified for the World Cup. Maybe a UCL win equals possibility for Ballon d'Or. Good shout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. Yeah, Mane too. Mane's had a good year. We'll see. Yeah. I mean, what kind of influence he has in this final, we'll also be telling them as well. He's playing up front as well in that for Liverpool. So,
and do you know what? For Ballon, I'm sure they've changed like how they're gonna decide these Ballon d'Ors. Is it by seasons now, or is it by?
I think it's the calendar year. If I'm being totally honest, as opposed to the season. If it's the
calendar year, then Salah shouldn't get it because the first half of the season was before 2022, wasn't it? So
yeah.
So yeah, and Mane, he's 2022 has been fantastic. So he's currently ahead of Salah in my eyes.
Yeah.
We'll have to see that there. And I never rated Benzema, but I have to give it to him. He's just levels above the rest. I think people didn't rate Benzema because of Ronaldo, though. Like, if you like people, because Ronaldo takes all the limelight, he scores all the goals. When you score as many goals as Ronaldo, like, it's when people say they don't really rate Firmino. Like, how many goals can you actually score as a team when you've got goal like 20 plus coming from Salah, 20 plus coming from Mane? You got your centre backs, your full backs chipping in with a few goals as well. Like, you are, like, unless you're going to score hundreds of goals, which doesn't happen. Like, you're not going to get that like 20 plus goals from your creator as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you understand
I
what I'm
mean,
saying with that, Roland?
yeah, I understand. I mean, like if we're talking, let's just talk about that example you just gave with Firmino. Yeah,
Yeah.
like plays a pivotal role in terms of how he creates. He basically helps create the space as well for Mane and Salah, like his movement. So he's not going to chip him with the goals. He's going to be creating a lot more than he's going to be scoring. When we're looking at Benzema now, people need to look at Benzema before Real Madrid. This
Yes.
guy was a phenomenon in France when he was playing for Lyon. Like, to be honest with you, he should have left Lyon a lot earlier than he did. He stayed there for the 5 years or whatever it was. He left at 21, I think it was, to go to Real Madrid. And that was kind of like, at that time, it was a huge risk for Real Madrid. They paid a lot of money for him too. I forgot what I think the fee was about £55 million or something it was at the time for a 21-year-old. So now people just didn't look at the work he was putting in when Ronaldo was there, because he was basically feeding Ronaldo, helping him score those goals. But he was also chipping in with his fair few himself. Now, with no Ronaldo there, now everybody's eyes can see what he actually does. He's an all-around complete player. Like, I put him ahead of Lewandowski. Like, if we're rating strikers, I think he's better than Lewandowski, despite the fact that Lewandowski is a goal machine himself. And they're going to probably see each other El Clasico probably next season if he goes to Barcelona with Lewandowski. That'd be interesting.
Trust me, that would be very interesting indeed, because we've had a little debate as well about Lewandowski and Benzema. Lewandowski's my man. I'm backing.
Yeah. I know he's
And I know
your
Benzi's yours.
Yeah, Benzi's mine, man. Like, I remember when 2005 when in the Champions League last 16 we beat Lyon 2-1 on aggregate at the Stade Gielond. He slapped a goal in that game. I was like, wow, this guy's serious. Like, and I remember Fergie wanted him. Like, Fergie was like talking to him after the game, trying to get in his ear. You know, the little tapping up back in the day. That's what they used to do. So he tried to get in his ear, like, come join us at United, and like he was like, yeah, I might come, but then he ended up going to Real Madrid instead. So, it is what it is.
There you go. How many times has Fergie tried to do that? Ronaldinho. He was the king at that, though. He was.
He did it. He tried to do it with everybody. I remember he tried to do it to Batistuta. He tried to do it to everybody, man. Like, honestly, Zidane. He tried to do it to Zidane as well. He wanted to bring Zidane to Old Trafford as well. I remember this when he was at Juve before he went to Real Madrid.
You see right there, and then we got more performances happening on screen. I just want to see the football, in all honesty. You know what I mean? I sound like a proper old fashioned. You know, I just want to see the football.
We're supposed to be 5 minutes from kickoff, and then they're still doing the opening ceremony, man.
This game, I'm telling you, man, this ain't gonna get kicked up. We're gonna be live for an hour before this game even the players are even on the pitch.
Okay, like, Ed's saying that it's now gonna kick off at 8:36 or 8:35, potentially like 10 minutes from now. Long.
That's long, man. That's long.
It's long. It's long.
I mean, I think we need some performances on the channel. You know, Roland, go on, give us what's your talent.
I ain't got no bars for you. I ain't got no I ain't got no talents or nothing. I'm just here watching. I don't think I can entertain the people. The people are entertained by the pain, especially last night when Jimmy Butler put 47 on the board. Hey, that fadeaway, haunted.
47, you know, in a clutch game. Big up Jimmy Butler, man. Jimmy Butler.
Jeez.
I know. Hey, tomorrow's going to be a big one. I'm just here resting up, ready, you know, eating my popcorn, ready.
They want me to stream the game. I'm not streaming the game. That's CM. He's going to do that game. I'm going to be just like everybody else, supporting him and watching the game as well. Man. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. Golden State Warriors. I'm chilling.
You're chilling, yeah. You're in the finals already. You're chilling. June the 2nd, the finals begin. So
exactly,
should be another trophy added to the Warriors dynasty.
There you go, right there. Exactly that. And then Edwin also asking the question: is Luis Diaz the best ever January signing in the Premier League?
That's tough, you know. because Patrice Evra ended up becoming an absolute.
True.
Yeah, I mean, for a January signing was mad. That was a
Luis
big signing.
Suarez.
Luis Suarez too. Like it's tough. I can't
Yeah.
lie. Who
And then
else?
Virgil van Dijk.
Virgil van Dijk. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's. I think it's too early to decide that for Luis Diaz, but we've had players that come in January that have ended up, leaving the Prem with a big legacy. Like, I mean, let's see how Luis Diaz does. But I will say that it's a masterstroke by Liverpool because they've basically replaced potentially Mane, because there's rumors of Mane now going to go join Bayern Munich with Serge Gnabry kind of stalling on his deal, and he could potentially go to Real Madrid maybe to fill in that right wing spot for them. But yeah, you never know where he could end up, to be honest with you. He might even end up at Liverpool. Who knows?
It's true. There you go. That might happen indeed. But Jake's saying he doesn't agree. So what we saying, Salah assistant player?
Yeah, I think so. I think he is, because when we plucked him out of that Klopp system and put him in the Egypt national team, we didn't see the same. We didn't see the same Salah. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, Egypt are trash, though. You know what I mean?
They're trash. They're trash. They're trash.
We was watching them throughout AFCON, so we can safely say they are trash.
They're trash, yes.
And Salah wasn't exactly like helping them, but I guess Poland. I guess they're pretty trash, but Lewandowski carries them to a certain extent.
To a certain extent, but like he ain't gonna do nothing in that World Cup, though. That's all I'm saying.
That's true. Very good point. They keep moving the time. I've just lost it. You see, yeah, they have. It has. They have, man. They need to stop this pre-show nonsense. Oh, hopefully talking about this on TV and not us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, when talk about them lot doing their pre-show, because we're here just watching along, man. I'm not happy with this, man. Just bare fireworks and smoke and pyrotechnics, like, bro. There's no need.
What is this?
Nobody came here for this. They came here for the football. Like, I don't get it.
For real? Come on, man. I just want to watch the game. But how long we got left now? We got we're about 7 minutes until the updated kickoff. This is ridiculous. Oh, I've never seen anything like this before. UEFA shambles. Raul's on TV, so he's saying, Raul, come on. So many legends in the stadium tonight. For real, it's a Champions League final. Crazy story. This Klopp definitely looked like he told him he was not going to start earlier. The delay has changed that, and he will now start, and Keita will be on the bench. What's this?
So probably Thiago wasn't going to start, and then the delay changed that. So now he's going to start, and Keita's going to start on the bench. Because I saw something about that Keita was going to start the game alongside Fabinho and Henderson in the field, and he's given the green light to Thiago to start. And I seen a picture of them hugging each other, Keita and Thiago. So it looks like the decision was made then, and basically Thiago's now starting. Interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But when I saw the delay, like when
maybe the delay.
When did you see that? I don't think it's because of the. Klopp definitely looked like he told him. Oh, he was not going to start earlier, but the delay. But when I saw the lineups, the lineups were saying that Thiago was starting anyway.
He was starting anyway. Mm.
Yeah, but I think I know what you're saying. Like, this is probably like hours before the game or something. Or I don't know. I'm confused. But Benzema at Lyon, don't sleep on how good he was there pre-Madrid. Exactly that. Opening ceremony, Santi's loving it. You know what I mean? He's loving Camila Cabello. I think that's who it is. Who picks the performers for the Champions League? Because this is dead completely opposite. So Santi must be being sarcastic. Is this a concert or what? You can tell we ain't got many people who watch the NBA. I mean, well, not NBA. We see that at halftime, but NFL.
Hey, their halftime shows are dead as well. I seen the Utah Jazz halftime show. I seen guys out there doing the country and western music. Guys like, hey, this is the reason why Donovan Mitchell wants out. He ain't trying to be here anymore.
Donovan Mitchell wants no part of that. I
wants
think
to
we're
be
gonna
out
get
of that
started
thing.
now, though. What
Oh,
can you see on screen so they'll make sure we're on the
I
right
just
time and stuff?
I just see like highlights of previous finals,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
Real
I
Madrid
think I
FC.
might be slightly ahead of you. And are you streaming it?
Yeah, I'm on BT.
Oh, okay, calm. Like when the game kicks off, I'll press like pause right as the ball's kicked
Oh,
off.
Are you on YouTube
Nah,
watching it?
man. I'm on TV satellite
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, because I might go
I
to
can see the players lined up in the tunnel, getting ready to come out.
I might go to YouTube because they're streaming it live on YouTube as well. I don't know how that's gonna
Yeah.
work, but
Yours might be quicker though. Yours might be a little bit more ahead of YouTube.
it might be, to be fair. Let me see. Just gonna have just a quick look myself.
Who cares about some singers? Want to watch the beautiful game? Indeed. Come on, we all came for Camila Cabello. There it is. I was right. Hey man, if it's delayed, if at least we have
That's right.
something. Sorry, no worries, bro. Let me see what you're saying, people. Oh, I've gone all the way up. I think. Wait, I'm seeing Vidictions talk again. Well,
The Roland's telling, having no clue how to age my man. It could be 35 or 24. I will not reveal my age for this stream. That's only for people who need to know basis. You know, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. He does. You know what? He does look young. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. You know, Roland could be my age.
I could be. You never know, though.
Exactly.
Right.
But we try and guess through when he talks about ball, but the players are out and the Champions League anthem is sounding in
Yes, the YouTube is also behind. So I'm just gonna stick to where I'm at right now.
Yeah, stick behind, and then I will when the game kicks off, I'll pause. And guys, throughout the game, because we're all going to be ahead of us if you're watching it on TV, I'm going to try to keep an eye away from the comments in big moments. No, I beg you, do not let us know if a goal has been scored or anything, because that'll ruin everything for us. Because we want to, we want to have the emotions of this final. So yeah.
The moment Tereak says this now, watch what's gonna happen. This game is gonna be cagey as hell.
Yeah,
and then there's gonna be no goals. There'll be no goals. Yeah, then there's nothing to say. Man,
nothing to celebrate at all. Big up Mr. 200 and everyone else who is locked in as well. We've got Know-How in here too. Big up everyone who's joined. Pop to say hi. Look at this in the chat already.
Saying go.
Hey, I'm ahead. I'm on the right time at the moment, so you can't be doing that. Hey, people, if you man are on YouTube, press playback in 2 times speed, and you will catch up.
That's a game changer, you know.
Hey, try that. I'm
gonna try.
That's kind of mad. And then
let me try that, man. That's crazy, and then that's a little game changer right there.
We try it, and then Roland will let us know if it works or not. Nah, that seems like a cheat code. That does.
It does, isn't it? Let me just do.
Does that work?
Let me just do. I'm gonna mute my mic real quick.
That's all right. No worries, my bro. No worries. We'll see what you guys are saying in the chat. Then Roland will let us know if it works. Matt G wants a 7-goal thriller. Next time, Shakira or Jennifer Lopez. Not this Camilla chick. Trash. Big up, Drizzy. Some big names right there. Rod, that song is so foreign for you, man. What was it? Just bare Spanish? I couldn't understand it. It does work. Does it work? You're still on mute though, but we'll find out.
Yeah, it's mad quick, like it's proper speedy, but you'll probably catch up. I can't lie. I mean, they're showing the lineups now. What are you doing right now?
Yeah, they're on the lineups here. Cheese! Yeah.
Right,
I can see Real Madrid. Can you?
Yeah, I can see Real Madrid right now. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Right, cool. Yeah, we're gonna run it back like this then, I guess.
That's cold. That is. Hey, I like that. No way.
Put it on.
Let me mute that. Yeah. Hold on, you can hear it. I'll get a copyright claim. I'm just trying to see how far it takes you forward as well. Myself. And then knows the thing, man. He knows it.
Yeah, it works. It does work. I mean, it's a bit quick, but you know.
Yeah, but hang on, it goes back and forth, doesn't it? You have to catch it before it goes back. That's why. Yeah. It's literally you're like a couple seconds behind me, I think. But people,
Okay, yeah.
this game is about to kick off. We're getting ready. So my prediction, 3-1 to Liverpool. Roland's prediction, 3-2 to Real Madrid. And the game has kicked off, people. We have kicked off. Liverpool kicking from right to left on my TV screen. Real Madrid from left to right. And this is a big one. Bro, talk to me. Liverpool starting off quickly already, but a foul there on Valverde.
They said, Roland, if Liverpool score, you need to take a nap. They said that's my new trick now. Apparently, if I go to sleep and don't watch the games, the team that you want to win usually wins. Apparently, so
Serious.
that means tomorrow night, I'm sleeping halfway through CM stream, and when I wake up, the Celtics are through to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh man, I get you. This Liverpool high press is causing them problems already.
Look, I told
We're
you.
not even a minute in.
What
second are you on your TV screen?
57.
Yeah. I think you're like a second. I'm on 1 minute 4. What about now?
1 minute 3, 4. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm about 4 seconds. I'll pause it a little. Pause it a little bit because I'm on 1 minute 13, 15.
Yeah. 14, 15.
16, keep counting. Keep counting.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Yeah.
24.
Cool. I'm only
that playback thing really does work though. It really works.
Hey, and then
because what happens is it caught up to where it's supposed to be, then it just went back to normal speed play. So,
yes,
which is good.
I think we are in the same time here, and then Liverpool have a free kick already in this left channel. Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robertson standing over it. I think with Andy Robertson, he was talking pre-game about a lot of Liverpool set pieces with the outswingers. They've scored the most goals from outswingers in the league. It goes for an in-swinger with Trent. Poor free kick. Oh, man. And Trent swings one back into nowhere. But Real Madrid are going to have to settle into this game quickly.
I told you, look, I could see a barrage for the first 20 minutes if they don't keep the ball and try and advance up the pitch, because Liverpool's press, it's not a joke, bruv. Like, and they're going to do it again. Look, Henderson's already breaking through that, trying to just chase them down. Look, Diaz is going with him. And already, see what I'm saying? And the out ball is not there. Like, because Valverde, he's not a right winger. I think he's a midfield player that is just operating on the right. That's why they're looking for a right winger for this summer.
Exactly that. Do you know what's interesting? That even when they did try and press out, but Trent plays it to Mane, that looked like a hit hand then. But if you can look, if you see Benzema keeps pulling out to the left and Liverpool's right, that's the area that we were speaking about. He's pulling out into those areas.
That's what he does. That's his game. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I've seen it since 2005. Like, it's not. This is Benzema. That's how he plays football. But interesting.
Yeah, and that's the area of weakness that you'd say defensively for Liverpool. Look at Modric. Little step over, flick out to Vinicius, looking to drive. Salah's coming back a lot, and the triple team of Salah, Trent, and Henderson. We're gonna see. Obviously, they're not gonna be able to keep that all game, because the game will get stretched and open at points. And and Liverpool got the ball back again. Benzema can't hold it up. Luis Diaz, the switch is on. Tries to find Diaz, but it's a poor ball from Henderson into Thibaut Courtois' hands. Big up everyone in the chat as well. And then saying if you press it again, it will catch up roll.
I'm 4 minutes 3 seconds. So
you're a couple. Yeah, exactly. I've just had to pause it for a little bit. I think you might be like 10 seconds behind the actual the live off the TV, but it doesn't really matter. 10 seconds ain't too bad. Big up Luca. I'm good. I hope you're good too. And it's nice to see that you are. And then saying Henderson is trash. Hey, he's a serial winner now though. And then do you know what I mean?
They'll tell you he's probably Liverpool's greatest ever captain. I don't know.
You know what I mean? Who does NN support? What football?
Chelsea. He's Chelsea. Yeah.
Chelsea. Oh, I thought because if he was a United fan, I'd have said you've had plenty of trash players that have gone out, left United, but when they were like at United, they were still winning trophies.
Yeah, it's
Like
mad.
your Cleverleys, your Wes Browns.
Trust me, we
had
you had a lot of average players, but they ended up,
because they do a role in the squad, innit?
That's it.
Here it is already. Vinicius against Trent.
Is Vinny.
Holds him up well. Real Madrid still got it though.
It's Benzema.
Slowing it down a lot here. Real Madrid trying to probe Liverpool here. If they lose it here, it's danger though. Robertson, fortunate. Eder Militao was talking about him before the game. Roland's not his biggest fan.
Look at where he is on the pitch. Look at where he is on the pitch. Then you understand why I don't like him.
What's he doing all the way there?
I'm a centre back. I'm not going that far up the pitch to be like getting involved in the play, man. Especially
he lost it as well. If you're gonna get that far up, you cannot lose the ball. You can't. Yeah,
it's all
good switch from Trent here to Robertson. Diaz. Liverpool probing now. It's a bit slow at the moment. There was talking about the pitch. Did you hear all the pre-game talk about the pitch being relayed because there was a rock concert last week?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is the the Stade de France or the Parc de France?
Stade de France.
Okay, fine. Yeah, this is the stadium they use for rugby and that.
Yeah. And the French national team, don't they?
Yeah, French national team as well.
Yeah. May as well just use the Parc de France, man.
Trust me, because it's already ready. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. What's their capacity?
Oh, that's nice feet. What was that, bro?
Capacity. What's their capacity?
60? 60, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, this one looks bigger though, actually.
This is 80, I think. This is 8. I think Stade de France is 80, but
is it?
I think so.
Parc de France. Parc de France is it's actually 47. Yeah, it's
not big. It's not big.
But it's Salah. Giving away. Look, Ferland Mendy's done well there.
Yeah, good positioning, man.
Even Ed saying the pitch is bobbly. You can see it on the screen, man.
You see it.
Yeah, he does look pretty bobbly, but that switch out to Vinicius, looking for that already. Alisson off his line, headed. Well played, Trent. Excellent defensive play from Trent there. He settled into the game well, hasn't he, Roland?
Yeah, he has. I mean, Liverpool just look a lot more comfortable on the ball. They got a lot of time and space, which is what I expected, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Real Madrid are going to let them
like that.
Yeah, Real Madrid are going to let them have it. When they don't have the ball, they're going to try and keep into their positions on the pitch, so they don't create space for Liverpool to get in behind.
For sure.
There was a ball on there though. Mane, he should have released the ball into the space.
Too late.
Yeah, he should have done it a lot earlier. Because Carvajal Diaz was about to cook him right there.
You see, they're just showing that nice little flip by Benzema. But and then saying it looks like an AFCON pitch.
Yeah.
Oh man, Mane is hurt. What are you telling me, Drizzy?
Drizzy, what are you talking about right now?
You know what I mean?
He's calm right now. Unless you're ahead of us, I don't know.
Nah, he can't be. Yeah, Mane looks all right to me. True. I forgot these people could be ahead of us. Actually, I need to be careful.
He could be ahead of us. You don't know. I don't know.
Trent getting out to Salah now. To Henderson down this right channel. Real Madrid working on well though in these areas, because this is where Liverpool really function in these wide areas, but moving players into the half spaces like your Thiagos, your Hendersons. But Real Madrid have to be alert there, and that's probably why Valverde's playing in this game. Don't you think, Roland?
He's not a right winger, as I said, so he starts to drift into midfield. His energy, he battles as well to try and win the ball back. So, I mean, I'm not surprised why he's starting the game, to be honest with you, because his attributes are going to be needed in the game.
True. Oh, Mane's offside there.
I think the ball went out. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it might have went out actually. That's what it was. Salah just overcooking the pass. Yeah, he was onside. Yeah, he went out. But look at this high press. This is what I'm interested to see how Real Madrid are going to deal with these situations.
They're gonna have to go long, like.
But who to? Benzema.
Yeah, to Benzema.
Maybe Valverde. That might be the shout. Yeah, look, and they have gone to Valverde as well. Tried to.
Guys, yeah.
Because Valverde's like what, 6'2". Robertson's what, 5'10".
Yeah, Robertson. There's a mismatch there, but
True.
Yeah.
Thiago. They're just at the moment. Liverpool are overcooking the passes a little bit. They're just trying to find their range. You know what I mean? We've played ball. When you're playing that early in the game, like you're overcooking a few passes,
trying to force it a little bit.
Yeah, and you're just not quite there. You're not quite settled in that way. I think that's what Liverpool are like at the moment, just getting their grips to a little bit. But no, you can't underplay a pass, because if you do in this level of game, it'll result in a goal. Look at that, Trent giving it away there. Chance for Real Madrid on the counter attack. Benzema looking for Vinicius, but it's well cut out by Trent there, making up for his mistake. Few shaky moments, but neither side really able to capitalize. 11 minutes in. I think these 11 minutes has gone fast, hasn't it, bro?
Yeah, man. We haven't really seen much goal mouth action, to be fair, but I mean, yeah, both sides are just trying to settle into the game. It looks like you're just trying to feed each other out. It's kind of like a boxing match. First round, just looking at your opponent, seeing what the weaknesses are, see when you can exploit.
Good ball from Thiago into Salah. But I've just noticed when that ball went out for a throw-in, look how high the ball bounces when it hits the ground.
So, yeah.
See when it goes there? That was a little tap head and the ball's gone so high.
Yeah.
That's going to be difficult to manage these long balls, through there. Yeah, you can tell the pitch ain't great. But I mean, we once again, we've played on worse.
I've definitely played on worse. Like non-league, I've played on some dirty pitches. Like, it's not. They're playing on luxury right now.
Yeah, if you played on this evening in a league final, you're like, oh, look at this carpet.
Yeah, this is lovely.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, they've gone short here, Real Madrid. Mane
this
pressing.
is the wrong move.
To go long.
It's the wrong move.
Liverpool are they're managing these situations easy.
Too easy. Like, they gotta let this pressure count at this moment in time, to be honest with you.
For real.
Get that early goal.
Yeah, they need it. They got an early goal in their last Champions League final, which was, that kind of ruined the game.
But we saw where that left them, bro. I can't even lie.
Isn't it? Mane, Salah, Mane, back to Salah. Just well cut out in the end. Casemiro there doing his defensive duties. And here he is, trying to get the ball forward. But Van Dijk. Liverpool come again.
They're not able to get the ball down and play, because as soon as one of Kroos or Modric gets on the ball, the Liverpool midfielders are swarming onto them.
For real. Here's Diaz. Out to Robertson. Crossing, deflected. Thibaut Courtois hesitates, but Mendy under no pressure at all. It's been all Liverpool so far, hasn't it, Roland? And
yeah.
How do you see? What's the way for Real Madrid to get back into this game, get their foot on the ball, get a little bit of possession? How do you see that happening?
I think Vinicius has to make better runs off the ball.
Yes, I agree. Stretch it,
because, like, I see him right now. There's a bit of space. He's on the side of Trent, but
here is an opportunity. Trent's gone forward, but Vinicius Junior is going forward now, up against Konate. 1v1. Konate holds him up. No foul here, though. Konate. That's excellent defending, that is.
There it is.
Masterclass of defending right there. If you're watching, if any kids are watching back home, look at that. He got close, he got tight, but he didn't dive in. He didn't. He
didn't commit.
Yeah, you was a sense about yourself, wasn't you, Roland?
Yeah, like he didn't commit there. He just stayed on his feet. just jockeyed him a little bit and then just picked the ball out of his pocket to come away with it. It's good defending.
Trust. What's people saying in the chat? Klopp versus Carlo, old school versus new school.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
This is Klopp's third Champions League final as a manager now.
Yeah.
It
is.
Is it? No,
it's more.
Fourth.
It's more like
I think it's his fourth. Yeah.
Dortmund, Liverpool twice, 3 times. Yeah.
Yes, his fourth Champions League final now.
Yeah, it is mad thing. And Don Carlo, I think it's more of to do with the laissez-faire approach for Carlo Ancelotti, and a bit more of an authoritarian in Klopp. Different styles of management.
I think Carlo is an authoritarian, but he doesn't show that side of himself.
Yeah,
he's old school with it. Trust me.
Trent.
It makes it a lot easier though when the players are good.
Yeah, Salah draws a save. What minute are you on?
15:32 at the moment.
Oh yeah, you've gone behind me, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna just catch up.
Yeah, Luis Diaz, shot blocked. Robertson into Thiago, strike. Courtois being troubled already. 16 minutes in. Have you seen it now?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, Courtois just nice little comfortable save. Catches the ball.
But look at this here from Salah. Little flick with his right foot. Doesn't generate the power. But forced a save out of Courtois. Liverpool getting closer and closer now as the game's getting on. But the switch to Vinicius, Trent Alexander-Arnold is dealing with that well. Klopp has got them set out tactically, and they're dealing with it so far in the opening minutes.
I think the more Liverpool are pressing to try and get the goal, might leave a bit of space in behind for Vinicius. He just needs to be intelligent with where he positions himself on the pitch first.
True.
And make sure that the out ball is there for the Real Madrid defenders or midfielders if they want to get rid of it.
True. Into Mane. Mane turns to Salah. Save again.
Courtois. Getting closer there, man. Stinging the palms of Thibaut Courtois was Salah right there.
Do you know what this is? What Real Madrid do, though, as you said.
It was a good turn by Mane to just find Salah, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly that. Like, to play a good ball from Robertson into Mane, allowing him to turn, good ball into him. First time shot. But as you said, though, with Real Madrid, they will lure you into this false sense of security rolling, where, you think, yeah, we're in control of this game. Bang, Vinicius Benzema goal.
Yeah.
And then with the quality they have in midfield, look here now, Casemiro into Valverde. There's a run being made by Vinicius already. Hey, just that look. There you go.
The run wasn't good. Like I don't know where he was going.
You tried to run across him, was he?
Yeah, he tried to run across him, but it's like that's not the right move. If you stay on the other side and let the ball come across, you could probably meet it. There could be a foul, penalty, or you can score essentially.
Exactly, that's true. Wait, trust the pass. You know what I mean? That's what you have to do there. But that's a little warning sign, people. If you're watching, you think Liverpool are just stamping their authority, Real Madrid can come at you like that out of nowhere. But here's Liverpool now. Mane in the box, holding off Militao into Salah. Mane's had an excellent start to this game as a central 9.
There's Trent.
To Salah again, to Trent. Oh, he's absolutely smacked that over the bar. I think I got a bite on my leg, man. Mosquito thing. Oh, well.
Liverpool are very confident right now. Playing some good stuff right now.
But you said it. They need to take advantage of these moments if they're going to win this game, because Real Madrid can come at you out of nowhere. And if you lapse in concentration slightly, or if you, get a little bit complacent, out of nowhere, the quality's on the pitch to show. And this isn't a new story in terms of Real Madrid in this season in the Champions League. They've been poor throughout a lot of the games in the Champions League, but still managed to make it to the final. If Man City were in here, who would you back?
I'd probably still back Real Madrid. Yeah, I mean, wait, as in, if it was Madrid, City versus Liverpool.
Yeah.
Oof, that's tough. The game would actually be a lot more cagey, though. I can't even lie. I think it would end. I think it'd end 1-1 and then go to penalties. You know.
Do you think? Yeah, a lot of the games end in draws. In all fairness, true. I could see that happening.
And
High
then
lines galore. That would be though.
they just
From
would have.
both sides.
It would have just went to penalties, and then then at that point anybody wins it. Do you know what I mean?
Mane, look at the feet. Mane, oh, off the post. Oh my days! Sadio Mane. He struck the post. I think it's a save in the end. What a save by Thibaut Courtois.
Yeah, he got his fingertips onto the bar, onto the post. Sorry.
What a save that is.
Nah, it's a full palm onto the post. Wow.
The feet from Mane there was. What's Alisson? What? Go on for. Oh my days. Talk to me about that, Roland.
It's a great save from Thibaut Courtois. I can't lie, man.
Defensively, should Real Madrid do better? Or is that just brilliance from Mane?
I think it's just Mane's brilliance, man. Like he's just been able to just work that little yard for himself to get the shot off, and it's just a great save from Thibaut Courtois. I can't lie, man.
Trust. Have you seen these Casemiro tackles, bro?
Yeah, I've seen them. I told
my
you,
boy, man. Told you, put respect on his name, man. Put respect on my boy Casemiro.
Nah, I don't rate him, bro. He had his little stint at a couple of years on loan at Porto. Did well. Come back into this Real Madrid side. He's done all right for himself, innit? How many Champions Leagues is it? 4 or 5?
Something like that. Yeah. Crazy.
He's done
crazy
all right
levels. And their centre defensive midfielder. Where does he rank in Real Madrid history for their centre defensive midfielders?
He's not up there with them, man. I mean, he's won a lot of Champions Leagues, but I can't put him up there with some of their best ones, man. I can't lie. Because I've seen some real guys, man, for Real Madrid. Here's Luis Diaz.
Cut out once again. Who was it? Casemiro, I think. So sorry, I've just got to be banging on this Casemiro drum all day. CBS has a mad delay. Oh, that's all right then. Mane playing for that move to Germany.
Potentially.
Do you think it's going to happen? Do you think he'll stay? Because he said in his press conference that he's got some news and you'll really like it. Is he talking to Liverpool fans there? Or is he talking to journalists?
Well, I don't know. I think he'll go though.
Bayern?
I think so. I think if Serge Gnabry doesn't sign that contract that he's got on the table,
yeah, then
I think he replaces Mane at Liverpool and he goes over there.
True.
Also, they're potentially losing Lewandowski. So they'll probably need to replace a few goals there. Mane has been able to score goals. I can imagine him eating in the Bundesliga though. To be honest with you,
high line galore. Sadio Mane.
Trust me, so we'll see.
Fans asking, why is this Real Madrid midfield defending like United? I'll let you answer that, man. Because
hey, I mean, you already know about United's defense, man. 57 goals conceded this season in the Premier League. What more can I say?
Ain't it? But the midfield, like, they've got the difference with United, you've got legs but no tech. These guys have got all tech but no legs.
There's no midfield for United. Like, it's literally, it's like there's nothing there. Literally, they don't even protect the back four. So what's the point?
Nah,
you might as well just play with 2 less players.
Trust me, Salah trying to look for. Thiago nearly cutting that pass out, but Casemiro still got it. Someone tying their laces. I think it's Modric. Benzema drifting out left, like Roland did warn us, as he does, and he has done all his career.
Done it all his career, man.
And that's why Ronaldo picked up all his goals from moving from that left side into the middle where Benzema vacates that space, isn't it?
True. Yeah, true. It's true.
Modric. Carvajal. Is he going to whip it in? Nope. Elects to go back to Modric. But yeah, how do you feel, Real Madrid? Do you think they've settled into it now, keeping a little bit of possession?
Yeah, I think they just needed to do it. Just take this thing out of the game a little bit. Try
Yeah.
and force their own attacks as well, because Liverpool have just been, as I told you, the first 20 minutes they were going to be all over them. If they had gotten a goal all of a sudden, then the game opens up even further.
Trust. Oh, Vinicius with a cross into the hands of Alisson. But do you know what I'll say for both teams, Roland? Both teams are they're most dangerous out of possession.
Mm.
With Liverpool, their transition, if they can get the ball forward into the, because look, Real Madrid are getting a lot of players back behind the ball at the moment. What's these 10 men behind the ball, as I can see, trying to stop these transitions. But Real Madrid, the same goes for them. If they can get Benzema and Vinicius in space, with Modric time on the ball, they'll pick them. Modric or Cruz or even Casemiro, in fact, they'll pick them out. But here's Mane to Diaz. Carvajal getting tight, does well. Yeah, he's defending him well there, Carvajal.
Good defending. Good defending. Unsettled him a little bit.
Yeah, he's getting. Look at the grab. Look at the grab of the shirt and that. He knows exactly what he's doing.
This is experience.
Old school defending that.
It's experience right there for Danny Carvajal on Luis Diaz.
For real. Just, Militao's mannerisms. It just reminds me of Gabriel Magalhaes. She just looks like exactly
Gabriel.
like him. Yeah. How he carries himself as a defender. Aggressive. But yeah.
I think Gabriel's better than him though.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he's better than him though. He's not as erratic as Militao. Militao's all over the place. Like, I've seen him in some bad games this season, I can't lie. And I wondered to myself, Real Madrid paid all that money for him. I mean, they're hoping that he kind of, does the Pepe thing.
Yeah. That's a good switch out to Carvajal, but Robertson cuts it out. Not fully though. Carvajal's still on the ball. Still got it, Danny Carvajal. Good feet there to hold it. Does well. But yeah, that's why they signed Rudiger though, isn't it, Roland?
I mean, it might be a situation to put. I think Alaba's not going to play at centre half though.
True.
They're going to probably move him to fullback.
Do you think? Alaba?
I think so. I think so. Because then where does he play? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
think Militao drops though. I think onto the bench.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Rudiger goes on that right centre back position, but I've seen Toni Kroos give the ball away a couple times in this game.
I told you he's going to be the first one to come off the pitch when Camavinga makes his appearance.
Innit? Look at this. Look at the shape of this Real Madrid team now. Valverde, as you said, tucks right into that central midfield position. Modric is ahead of the rest in like a 10 role, just like behind Benzema out of possession. That's an interesting thing to look at, I think, because they've got the three in the middle. The one man in the middle being Casemiro. You got Cruz to his left, Valverde to his right, Modric in front of him. Vinicius and Benzema kind of like a 2. So it's kind of like a 4-3-1-2 formation out of possession. I haven't got my phone. My phone, where is it? Oh, it's on the floor. What is this? Oh, Matt Smith enjoying the final. You love to see that, Matt. You love to see it with a drink, enjoying himself. And speaking of that, I need a drink of water. My throat's getting dry. I think I'm getting a sore throat, man. Hey, Salah.
Tereak,
you too.
No, Tereak, you need to be on point here, man. I always make sure there's water with me, man. Oh, you got your water, right? Cool. I'm about to say, I thought you didn't have one.
No. Of course. Always, man. Every stream, especially with my eye chat, man. Come on, man.
You need to have them.
Any Drizzy saying Toni Kroos is trash. He has been this season.
Yeah, he's been pretty poor.
Give me Peter Drury, man. You got us. You don't need Peter Drury. You got us. The Dubs in Dublin. Leinster won the final today in the rugby. No chance Gabriel ain't better. Come on, man. The Militao. Hey, really saying agreeing with you there about Militao. I'd rather have Gabriel than Militao personally.
Militao is not great, realist man. And I think you know the truth. Like
Yeah.
it's
Don't
just
get this
because
Real Madrid tax. Oh,
it's,
Vinicius. Oh,
it's because we said. See, I told you, it's
come
there. If it's there, and it's
yeah,
interesting that Trent was the guy that was with him.
yeah, it's true. Trent stayed back there. Now he's up forward into a midfield spot. Salah trying to add a bit of more pace into this. Salah, tackled by Cruiser. This game's a bit. I don't mean it'd probably look different in the stadium, but it's looking pretty slow right now. But now there's a bit of pace involved. Benzema gets it out right to Carvajal. Commentator's curse.
He's going to quicken the pace a little bit. There we
Trust.
go. Here's Valverde. I told you he tucks into midfield. I don't think he's a right winger. He's just doing a job for the team. But his energy levels is the reason why he's in the side.
Exactly.
He didn't impress me at all against Man City in the second leg. He struggled.
Who Valverde?
Yeah, he struggled a lot for me. But yeah, let's see what he can do in this game.
It's true. I do agree with you. He did struggle a lot in that first game as well. Like he couldn't get on the ball at all or anything. That's why when Rodrigo came on as a natural winger, they had a bit more width held on those sides. So yeah, I think he does help them a lot. He's more of a utility man, as you said, like their version of a James Milner in a way with their energy, just trying to provide a bit more balance.
He's industrious, like he gets up and down the pitch, like he's essentially a box-to-box player just playing out wide.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's true. But yeah, Santi, speaking of energy levels, it's glaringly obvious Real are trying to conserve energy levels.
Yeah. Because you can't go toe to toe with this Liverpool side the way that they can go through a 90 minutes, man.
Not with the players in midfield and their age, and I know there was a ball on there cut out, well defended.
I thought that was a little clever little ball by Benzema into Vinny, but
trust. I think Liverpool need to quicken up the tempo, moving the ball in transition though.
Yeah,
I'm not sure the pitch is helping. In all honesty,
it's not. They're really trying to hit those diagonals, isn't it? But it's down to the players out wide to make the moves.
That's surely a foul.
Ref says get up to Mane. I think that was a foul, though. I can't lie.
Ooh. What's this ref? Yeah, we know about refs in football, man.
Yeah. We can't.
They need the NBA style, man. They need to do the NBA style.
I'm glad John Moss is retired, fam.
I'm Mike Dean. Mike Dean, John Moss.
Hey, I'm telling you.
The less Mosses we have in football, the better.
Oh, hey. You know what, Moss?
Hey, little dig at you there. Only joking, man. Only joking.
You know what must have come for you, bro.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be on my neck, man. It'll be bro, Madrid playing the long game, so let them stick to their game plan. Yeah, it's true. Hey, there could be. We'll see, though. We'll see. I'm not sure this is entirely in their game plan, letting Liverpool have this much of the ball, but they can't do anything to stop it, in all honesty. Like Roland said, Liverpool, they just need to make this possession count from their point of view. Here is now Fabinho outright to Trent. Canate. Just moving the ball around at the back. More Moss is needed. I knew he was going to say that. Being hunting you down in Wolfville. But here's Canate carrying the ball forward now to Trent. Salah! Oh, into the hands of Thibaut Courtois.
Yeah, just seen it now. Let me speed it up.
Straight down his throat. I mean, not either side of the goalkeeper because of the distance. I expect the goalkeeper to still make a save, but hasn't really troubled him there, Salah. But look at this Real Madrid playing it short around the back. Courtois. God, he finds Vinicius in the end.
They're playing with fire, though.
They're serious. Yeah. With this bobbly pitch as well, and with Liverpool's press. Yeah, look at that. 8 shots from Liverpool, 5 on target, and how many attempts for Real Madrid rolling?
None. I told you.
Yeah,
Liverpool would put them under pressure.
for real. Look at Verge getting it out wide to Salah, but well defended from Alaba. He's going to be massive at the back tonight.
Yeah.
What's the reason why it's still 0-0 rolling? Talk to me.
Thibaut Courtois has been really good in the Real Madrid goal. Liverpool players have been kind of just a bit wayward with some of their shots off target for some of them. To be honest with you, I don't know. I think that Cruz is not really looking so great in the midfield for me. That midfield is letting Real Madrid down at this moment in time. I think they can't handle the constant pressure from the Liverpool players, Henderson, Fabinho, and Thiago in there. The pressure. So I mean, you know,
Henderson has to do some defending there. Little nutmeg by Vinicius. He's cooking at the moment.
This little nutmeg on
Gonna take him quickly. Thiago. Risky play by Thiago. It's a good ball from Alisson, though. If Diaz can get it down, get his body in between, foul, surely, yellow card. Has to be a yellow card.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Yeah. So you're gonna give it early yellow? 35 minutes
he's
in?
got to.
Is he gonna give it?
I don't think he is. I don't think he will.
No, I don't think so. But that's definitely a yellow.
Come on. Carvajal has been getting so tight to him.
Because he knows. We told you this already. Like, Luis Diaz will cook this guy. Like,
T, are you biased towards any side? Not really, nah. I don't dislike Liverpool. You see, I don't really have much of a dislike for Liverpool and Real Madrid. I'm not really bothered if they win or Liverpool or Real Madrid win. So now I'm here for the vibes, to enjoy a great game. If I was a Man United fan or a Chelsea or even a City fan, of course I'd want Real Madrid to win.
But I've always had a soft spot for Real Madrid, so I don't even care. Like I always had a soft spot for them. Like that, the white shirt that they wear, I've always loved it. Like I can't lie. And the Galacticos era was an error. Like seeing a first 11 with all of these ballers in there, and I'm just like, what is this team, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
it wasn't very successful though, the Galacticos era.
Nah, they weren't, but it was fun to watch. Like if you watch them like on TV, they were fun to watch. I can't lie.
Yeah. See, like for me, if I was to say I was going towards anyone, I wouldn't mind Liverpool winning because I do have a soft spot for Barcelona. The football that they played. For me, growing up, like, come on,
yeah. I think when you were growing up, they were the team in Spain. To be honest with you,
oh yeah,
I think because it basically started at the end of Rijkaard's era, and then when Pep came in, it just kind of exploded.
It's true, yeah.
But Barca weren't their team, and to be honest, Spain it was a lot more even in Spain. You know, we had a lot of different sides. Valencia, Sociedad, they all came. They all had their moments. Like, you know, teams like Seville and Villarreal, that's a new phenomenon. That they weren't in the old.
Diaz. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you're right, man. But Carvajal defended him well there. I thought Diaz was going to cook him, but he didn't. But yeah, I agree with you, man. Because that wasn't Rafa Benitez at Valencia at them times.
Yeah.
See, it was a lot tighter. And then you had a Deportivo, did you say? La Coruña?
Yeah, Deportivo, Sociedad as well. They were really good as well.
Yeah.
Sevilla's and Villarreal's, they're new phenomenon. Like, you know, they through a lot of good scouting and whatnot, they've been able to build their teams in the late 2000s, but in the early 2000s, they weren't the teams in Spain.
Yeah.
Late 90s, they weren't the teams in Spain. So,
and that's my era, the late 2000s, where I was really growing up, fell in love with the game. So that's probably why I have a soft spot for Barcelona in that way. And then you for Real, because you was early 2000s.
Yeah, Real was good stuff, man. I can't lie.
Exactly. But Liverpool trying to work something now. I can see that they're going to try and find that ball into Mane, but Alaba's getting tight to him. He's holding them off well centrally, Mane, against the centre-backs. Seems to have them in the physical battle.
Yeah, because they're not. I mean, Militao's physical, but I mean, Alava's not.
Yeah, exactly. A bit more of the
And
smarter one.
This is why you said Rudiger's coming in for that physical element. That'd be interesting.
Exactly that. Robertson up against Carvajal into the box, into Mane, turn, side. That's a goal kick, isn't it? It's a goal kick. Was it a corner?
I've got to speed it up because I'm a little bit behind. Let me see. Oh, is that a corner?
I think so. Yeah. Virgil's going up. Yep.
Okay.
Big up people, everyone in the chat. He prefers Europa League. Oh man, Barcelona won the Champions League off us in 2006. Outswinger from Robertson, Henderson. Ooh, just wow. I don't know how far wide that was, but the angle made it look. Yeah, that's miles wide. Sorry. Why is Mane leaving that, man? Let it smack your belly there. But yeah, I understand because of that 2006, but that's not the reason why. Not for that team. If you're looking probably about 5 years later, that's the reason why. That team was ridiculous. Like how good they were to watch. You know, Man United, the best team in the league at that time, got played off the park stupidly. Right.
Yeah, the game in Rome in 2009, that Champions League final. Like, that was when we first seen like Pep's brilliance. And they've not looked back since.
Exactly that, bro. And even that team that had the Eto'os then, you had Eto'o, you had Yaya Toure,
Messi,
Henry,
Iniesta.
Yeah,
crazy. Carlos Puyol.
That was wide. Rubbish Hendo. Come on, Diaz and Mane. 1990s AC Milan best. True, big side, man. Big side in AC Milan. That's that 3-1 win at Wembley was that was good. They didn't play nice football though. The Milan were unbeatable but dull in the 90s.
Yeah, they probably were.
Yeah. See, that's what we're saying right there. Ajax, Kluivert, and Cole. Who else? Seedorf was in that team, of course. Who else was in there? Hullet there?
What, in the Ajax team?
Yeah.
No, Hullet went to Milan a lot earlier than they did.
Oh.
Jari Litmanen was in that.
Benzema. Oh, Benzema! Goal!
Offside.
Woo!
There was a chance there.
I think offside. I think it is. He's not offside when that initial pass was played.
Someone look.
Look at that. Alisson and Konate. Ooh, I think he is.
Oh, is he offside though?
Let's have a look. We'll have to have a look again.
We need a VAR check here.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have to have a look. I don't want to see this moment. It comes off Fabinho. Ooh. I'm not sure if it is offside, you know.
They got a VAR. It's got to be a VAR check because I didn't think there was an offside there.
VAR are having a look at it. I think it might be. Oh, this is going to be hard to work out, this one. Let's have a look.
Right. So, he's there.
Does Valverde get a touch on that ball? That's what they got to question. If Valverde gets a touch, he's offside. But if Valverde doesn't, it's a goal.
I don't think Valverde gets the touch because that replay, the other one, it looked like it came off of Fabinho's knee.
Yes, it did look like it did. Serious things, but like this is a hard. To be honest, I wouldn't know how you'd rule this one. If Valverde doesn't touch the ball at all, it's an easy goal. But if he touches the ball at any point, if he kicks it off of Fabinho, then it still won't be given. Do you get me?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But we'll have to have a look now. Still waiting.
Hmm.
The referee went, I don't know. The referee has no
I
idea.
don't know. Bruh.
Look at that hash. It really messed that up there, Liverpool.
Ooh. The last touch came off Fabinho.
The last touch did, but did Valverde get any touch?
He did the first touch,
I'm not even entirely sure if he did. You know, Roland.
Off the first that aerial replay that I literally just see now.
I think you got to give the goal. You know.
All right. I mean, my YouTube stream has gone down, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I think you got to give the goal. I think you have to. Konate touches it, and then it hits off Fabinho.
Oh, does Konate touch it?
Yeah.
I thought it was Valverde. Okay, let's have a look here. All right, off of this one, yeah. All right, he comes inside.
I think
just pokes the ball. Konate gets a touch on it. Comes off of Alisson's knee. Ooh, yeah, you're right. Konate gets a touch. It ricochets off of Fabinho into the path of
that should be a goal.
It's a goal. It has to be.
It's got to be a goal. I'm not looking at your comments, people. I'm sorry, I can't because you might be a little bit ahead. I've got it on the banners right now. I can't see your comments, but
it's got to be a goal.
Look at Zizou in the crowd there. Offside given. Oh, no goal. Whew. Now I can check your comments. Trust me, lads. Yeah, because if Valverde touches it, as I said, he's offside.
Wow.
But error at the back. But it's
wow.
You see it like that though, that Real Madrid. Trust me, lads, it's a goal. I cracked the codes. It's off Liverpool. How is that not a goal? Again, drama. For me, that's a goal. What about you, Roland?
I think it's a goal because I seen a touch. I've seen two Liverpool players touch the ball into the path of Benzema. Has to be a goal. Like, there's no way that it's not.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a talking point that's going to be going on all night. In all honesty, don't you think?
If Real Madrid don't win it,
yeah. If Real Madrid don't win it, if Liverpool win it, I think everyone's going to say, "Wow, that should have been a goal, though." Do you know what I mean? Whoever wins, if Real Madrid win it, then it's one of them ones. It don't matter. That incident doesn't matter. But if Liverpool win it, as you said, it's a good point actually. Oh, Benzema trying to find Vinicius. That VAR guy got paid. CT, one chance and they will score. I mean, one chance and they're very likely to score. Not. I've seen them miss chances as well, and I'm sure Roland has. You know what I mean? When we was watching, Vinicius Jr. at the back post against City. Oh, get up, Vinicius. Get up. That was as long as an NBA check for who touched the ball last in the last 2 minutes. Yeah, that happens a lot in the NBA. I don't mind them checks though. And it's halftime. Halftime in this game. Still 0-0. Controversially. We'd love to hear your thoughts at halftime, people. Let us know if you thought that one was a goal. Liverpool having the more chances, hitting the post, a save from Thibaut Courtois. Salah having a few shots on goal, testing Courtois, but not really as good as he should be. But obviously the biggest talking point of the first half is that goal that wasn't given due to VAR. Offside was given initially. VAR looked at it for a good 3-4 minutes and still said no goal. But yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Roland, what did you make of that first half?
I mean, as I predicted before the game, Liverpool were going to come out swinging from the off. First 20 minutes, basically the game was theirs. Probably for the first half an hour, to be honest with you, because we saw the statistics: 8 shots on goal, 5 on target at that point in the game, with no shots and none on target for Real Madrid. Real Madrid finding moments to try and just stem the flow of attacks from Liverpool, just trying to keep the ball, keep possession, and try and to try and forge their own attacks. And towards the end of that half there, they found themselves getting in a little bit. Vinicius getting in behind Trent a couple of times. Benzema also getting in there. Should have had the goal ruled onside, because there was no Real Madrid touch there. Valverde didn't touch the ball. It was 2 Liverpool players, Konate and was it Henderson who touched the ball last?
Konate,
Fabinho, sorry. So yeah, it should have been a Real Madrid goal, and they should be 1-0 up, but hey, the game is the game.
Exactly that there. And people in the chat are agreeing with you. I think wasn't a goal okay, but you see how possession don't win the game. I told you, Madrid playing the long game. 3 minutes only, game restarted on the 46th. Hey, and they talk about AFCON referees. Should have been given 1 more minute at least, he's saying. Take away Real momentum. I'm not sure if they had really momentum coming after that. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Maybe there could have been some momentum to come. Liverpool, referee, he's saying BS. This ref is a joke, says Kendall. Vinny got fouled. I didn't think that was a foul on Vinicius. Vinicius loves to, throw himself about all these times. But Salah straight at Courtois 3 times. Real had tidy possession. That was a goal. There is the possession stats. Liverpool having 52%, so it's close in that sense, because Real Madrid having 48. Total shots 10, 5 on target, with 335 passes. So yeah, it's close on that end, but Real Madrid only having 1 shot, goal, and none on target. And we've got a guest who's just come in. I'm not sure if he's ready. Hey, look what he's got on his. We got Reese, man.
They got Reese.
Man, already know what it is, bro.
Real Madrid setting.
Man got robbed already, So, bro, I can't believe it. Benzema, they tried to ruin his whole life, man.
Talk to us, Reese. Is it a goal?
It's a cagey game, isn't it? It's a cagey game, man.
Yeah, it has been cagey. It's a bit slow at points, I thought.
Salah, I ain't seen Salah though at all.
He's had 3 shots.
He's had 3 shots though, like just straight.
I know. I don't know. I feel like he would have been. I don't know. I would have saw him a bit more, man.
Yeah, I just think his season's just tailed off since AFCON. So I'm not expecting much. Mane's played a little bit better than him, I think, in this first half, to be honest with you.
Benzema's been dropping really deep as well.
To be expected, to be fair, because they're not really having much of the ball. I mean, or in terms of what it is, and obviously he does that generally anyway. He doesn't really stick to that position centrally up front. So he does drop deep and get involved in the play, and he needs to, because Liverpool are really overrunning that midfield with their team there. So he needs to drop in and help out. Valverde's been helping out as well, coming off of the right hand side and dropping in there to try and just to break things up and try and win the ball back.
And you know, it is what Madrid do very well, is that they lead you into a full sense of security. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden now you're 1-0 down.
Those are the exact words I said, Reese. That is exactly what it was. I think that's what Real Madrid have done the most. And Liverpool, as you saw with that chance before that goal, like they fell asleep. Van Dijk was kind of drifting away. Benzema pulls off the back of him onto Robertson. Robertson has to react last minute, and then they're panicking at the back because they know Real Madrid are in danger. And Benzema's given that one opportunity and he scores. But man, there's been chances for Liverpool as well, though. We got to be honest. Hitting the post.
But they've been. What would you? I don't know. Sort of half chances, though. Would you reckon?
The Mane chance weren't. That was a good save,
bro. That was a save, man.
That was a proper chance there for Liverpool. But yeah, I think they've been restricted to a lot of shots from outside the box. Like shots straight at Courtois. So yeah, you'd say there's been a mixture of half chances in there too.
Yeah, 100%. Most of them has been, but both sides. Well, Real Madrid having their chance and scoring. But yeah, that save ridiculous from Courtois. That strong palm. We thought it was fingertips at the time. But then when you see like the distance it was with the short back lift for Courtois to react to make that save, elite goalkeeping.
All I'm going to say is this game's set up for Gareth Bale, bro.
No, it's not. Don't talk to
It
me about
is.
Gareth Bale.
It's set up for Gareth Bale to come in and just score a mad thing.
It's set up for Eden Hazard, bro. I'm telling you, Hazard
Eden
might come off.
Hazard, bro.
He
That
might.
man there need to
He
get on a
might do
slimming world, bro. Yeah, you're mad. He's
Hey, Benzema been to Slimming World. He's lost a lot of weight this season.
yes, he's looking good still.
Yeah. We're just talking about
I still can't believe this goal was disallowed, though.
Yeah, how does
Yeah,
that work? Because what they were saying, he was offside before the deflection, yeah?
Were they?
That's what they're saying, yeah. They're saying, even though, because it came off Fabinho, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
But they're saying he was offside before it came. Before he...
Yes.
I mean, I understand it, but I thought we were giving the benefit of the doubt to the attackers this season.
Yeah.
Remember, the offside rules changed again, so that there's a benefit to the attacker this season. So, and if no Real Madrid player touched the ball, he should score. I might need to take a light nap. Apparently, when I sleep, when the team I want to win is playing, the team wins.
Oh, really?
So I might have to take a little 15-minute nap towards the last 15 minutes of the game. Real Madrid get the winner. You know what I mean? Like, man.
What's Matt saying? He's definitely been on something as well tonight, man. Do you reckon Everton could get into the Champions League final one day?
They were there. No, not the final, but they was in the Champions League though, Matt. Like, you got a long way to go before that can happen. I'm telling you that.
Yeah.
That's like 20 years, 25 years, probably.
They're talking about this round.
I'm being serious though. 25 years before they could ever make a Champions League final, man. It has to be something like that. You got to have hope, man.
Yeah.
Matt, you'll be like 75 and you might see them in the Champions League final. So.
We'll have to see, man. We'll have to see indeed. Madrid had life with the Courtois saves for Benzi's goal. It's true. It is true. Hazard ain't done jack since he's been there. It's all set up for him to make an impact. Hey,
come off the bench and then boom.
I
hear Reece, man. They were saying he's finished.
I hear Reece though. Bale's last game goes and scores like a scruffy goal. Forget he's already done the spectacular in the final for Real Madrid. Let him score a scruffy one now, like that Benzema one. But yeah, be counting, and then he can say sayonara to them lot. If that was the case, then why did the ref wait so long? It's true. Why did they wait so long?
It's Champions League, isn't it? I mean, they're not going to make a decision just like that, innit?
Trust me. I can see the blue in the background as well. You see, you got the Champions League light in here.
Yeah. We've got two Liverpool fans in the house as well, so it's mad.
Oh, really?
Mad.
So it's been a big one for you then. Soon as Real player touches it, currently offside rule is a ruler. Bring back the Super League.
I've been saying this, man. We need the Super League, because the way UEFA has been doing their thing, I don't like it, man. Like, watch, and when these Champions League format changes again, I'm telling you, the Super League might be needed.
The Super League seems like the Champions League is becoming the Super League.
Boy,
in a way, it is, isn't it? But it's one of them ones. It hits off Fabinho last, so I don't know. I really don't see how that is. It hits off Konate, then Fabinho, so it's not just purely Fabinho. So it's a difficult one to understand. They need to eliminate that rule. Exactly that. Most impression about the milk cup.
They said the milk cup. They said you got to go to Northern Ireland, to go and compete with under 16s. Oh man, nah, they're taking the piss, You
see what? That's a mad thing. What did you see? Look up Rush. What did you guys make of the opening performance by Cabello? It's all getting a bit Super Bowl, isn't it? That's what I said, Rush. Those words exactly.
They should have just scrapped it. They should have just scrapped the opening ceremony, bro, and just let us get straight to the football, man.
And it second half, but I agree with Reese's outlook on it. It's been slow. It has been cagey. Reese? What do you think? What do you think the reason is for that? Because I'm blaming the pitch more.
Yeah, I think it's Champions League though, man. No team wants to lose. You know what I'm saying? And I think for Liverpool, if they lose this game, if they lose the Champions League, it's a disaster season.
Probably, because like I'm gonna say this, Liverpool have played every single game that they were meant to be in.
Yeah, every
Aye.
game.
You know what I mean?
You know, my brother just said to me, yeah, we had this discussion quickly. Yeah, this one's for you, Tereak. Still, he's telling me Odegaard is world class.
Has become world class.
Was he an Arsenal fan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a gooner.
He isn't. We don't have no world class players, but he's become world class while at Arsenal. Yeah, the last game of the season, last 5 games, he showed, that he can walk in. Tell me a better number 10 in the Premier League. Name it now, please.
You see, I can't say I'm a massive gooner myself, but I can't say he's world class yet. I can't.
No way.
Hey, Tereak, remember you see what we said in the GC, yeah? Remember what I told you? How it's now so muddy, yeah, that like we knew who was world class, who was a bum, and all of that. Now, any little thing that somebody does, it's a world class player, fam. It's not like this.
Nah,
Back in the day,
Listen, I'm a season ticket holder. Yeah, I go to games. Yeah, he's got a Xhaka. He's made Xhaka seem like a better player. Xhaka's still the same player. He's shit. Yeah, he's been playing with El Neni. Yeah, and the few times that Partey's shown up, yeah, obviously my man's done his thing. Yeah, apart from that, my man, tell me a better number 10 in the Premiership. Name him, please.
Kevin De Bruyne, bro.
But obviously, come on, that's the only one. Come on, let's name me another one. We all know that. We're not, do you know what I'm saying? That's like saying,
I think he's on the same level as Bruno and Fernandes.
But he's better than Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes doesn't do nothing. If you don't score goals, he don't do nothing.
Bernardo Silva.
World class is
He's number 8.
He's number 8.
Look, see,
But world class is different, though. To be world class, you need to have done something in a big moment, in a big game at least as well.
Right,
and
if
then
he consistently performs like how he did for the last 5 games next season, then I would say, yeah, you could maybe put him in that bracket.
But
He's world class.
But my issue with that whole world class tag, yeah, is that, bro, I'm gonna say this: Norway are never winning the World Cup. I can say this right now on my life, brother. I can say Norway will never win a World Cup. So he ain't taking them to nothing there. They're never winning the Euros or nothing like that. Are Arsenal gonna win a Champions League in the next 10 years? I could tell you confidently, no. Like, so it's like, so where else is he gonna be able to display this talent that he's supposed to have? You know what I mean? Like, if it's gonna be
let me ask you this, Roland, yeah? Does a player have to be in a world-class team to be world-class?
No, not necessarily, but it's like what they doing in that team. Like I'm saying, go on.
Is Louis Zaha a world-class player?
Wilf Zaha. Wilf.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Wilf Zaha, is he a world-class player?
No.
He's not.
Far from it.
If you put Zaha in any team, he's going to do his thing. Yeah,
not necessarily.
Palace, but because he... Oh, whoa.
It's like saying Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish was, doing his thing at Aston Villa. You put him in Man City, he didn't automatically do his thing, did he?
If we put Wilf Zaha in Burnley's team, they go down. I'm the same.
No, but come on. Well, we can't put him in a golf fight. Yeah. But if you put Wilf one-on-one against anybody, he's skinning him. There's not nobody he hasn't skinned. Who?
Yeah, but St. Maximin.
He gets byline, does his thing, he cuts in, he shoots and he scores.
But is that world class though?
For me personally, yeah, bro, I judge a player based on merit.
But we're talking about, all right, so what I'm saying is world class, so the best in the world. We're talking about he's in the best in the world.
He hasn't had the opportunity to shine in the best.
I could say he's Premier League high standard.
I'm telling you, if he was in Champions League, yeah, he'll be banging off his gun, 100%.
Champions League with
that ain't proved though. That's just hypothetically speaking.
But with who though? Like if he plays for Burnley, they go down. They say if you took Dwight McNeil or Maxwell Cornet out of the side and put Zaha in there, they still go down.
Bro, you know, yeah, you see Arsenal, man, yeah, bro.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, come on.
We're watching it. I'm telling man, bro, man can't talk to me if you ain't lifted that trophy, bro.
Hey, see, that's what I'm saying. See, back in the day, yeah. Hey,
listen, Man United lifted it in black and white days, yeah. All right,
bro. Oh wait, black and white, bro.
No,
Bro, is not black and white, bro.
Even 99 was black and white.
I hear where my fellow Gooners coming from, saying that Odegaard certainly has potential to be, but he's not it yet. Come on.
He's not well.
I think he's Champions League twice in my life.
Huh?
He's a very
back
good
in the
player.
day when he was in school. Back in the day when he was in school. Yeah,
you know to be world class here. You know, to be world class, you have to have week in, week out consistency at
Yeah,
the
yeah,
highest
got
of levels.
You got to drag it. You got to drag a team, bro. You got to drag a team
Yeah.
to something.
Well, in that case, yeah, there's about 75% of the man them, yeah, that are getting world class tags, yeah, because there's only a couple of them man that can do it.
Fair enough.
100%. Yeah.
Rub them out then, because
We- we-
Bruno Fernandes ain't world class.
No way.
No, he's not.
No way.
He's not.
Last year was
He's
where?
not.
Nah,
He's
I
not,
wouldn't even
bro.
say last year. No, I wouldn't even say last year he was.
Was it the year before when he was just banging in bare goals?
But there's about that means there's about 20 or 25 world class men in this whole football in the league. Big facts.
Yeah,
But
100%.
That's
back
it.
back
Yeah,
in the day,
it's not
that's what it was. Back in the day, that's what it was.
Probably
We
make
could
up
count
2
them.
teams
Yeah.
of world class players. That's it.
Big
We
facts.
could count them
I
back in
agree.
the day.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Let's be real.
back to the game
It's
anyway. I'm going to
social-
shout you
it's
guys
a
out.
social thing.
Hey, now
It's
we're
very interesting conversation.
Big up, man. Second half just kicked off over here as well. Big up CM in the cut as
CM.
well.
Man.
Lay cement.
Yes,
Hey.
Lay
listen,
cement.
Bonjour, bonjour.
Oh man, what a conversation! And I knew Moss was gonna back Odegaard. Of course he is, man. Of course, that's his boy. You know what I mean?
Hey, boss, man, you gotta stop getting giddy, bro.
But literally everyone apart from Moss, yeah, he's like, no, he's certainly. Come on,
He's not world class. I mean, I think he had a big hype around his name. He was a 15-year-old prodigy, but he's not lived up to it. You get me? Like, unfortunately, because he made that Real Madrid move early and he was never getting into that team. And then he had to have a series of different loans to get himself to where he needed to get to develop technically. And then he makes the move to Arsenal. This is his platform now to prove to everybody what his talent is all about. And it's one season. Let's see another season now. More consistency.
Yep.
We go again, third season. More consistency. Can't keep giving people world-class tags, man, because this is what I told you. It's bare muddy right now. Because now, like, I can name your world-class players. You can't tell me Bernardo Silva is world-class. He's a very, very good player.
exactly. And Moss, he's the one who says I don't like hearing this GOAT talk, but world class gets chance. Ooh, for Liverpool swinging the back post. But like, you can't be banding out world class. World class is you're in across the world. You can't say world class and then say someone in the Premier League, like because we're not talking about the world. Then are we? You can say he's top 5 in the Premier League in creators. Doesn't mean he's world class because don't forget you've got La Liga, you've got Serie A, you've got Ligue 1 as well. You've got the Bundesliga to compete with.
We got to reserve that tag for the real elite best of the best.
Trust me.
Yes. And do you know what? Even if I'm not even saying stats, because you don't need stats, but if you don't have stats, you need to have world-class moments in big games where you achieve something. Like you could score 2 goals all season, but if you're doing it in the Champions League final or 2 goals or just like dominate a Champions League final, like you do it on a regular basis, big game player, that makes you world-class, no? You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. This, as I said, people were calling Haaland generational. It's too early to be saying this because
you can't say that.
The injuries have hampered him so far in his career. Right? He had a stint in the Champions League where he was banging off goals, but he's playing for a Dortmund team that he can't drag to a Bundesliga title. But back in the day, Bayern's teams were stronger than it is right now. And Dortmund have won a league title there. Wolfsburg won a league title there against that Bayern Munich side. So I'm saying, like, come on, man. Like, let's wait and see. Because he's going to come to the Prem next season. He will struggle. I guarantee you he doesn't make 15 Prem goals next season. Haaland. He won't. Just because he's going to struggle. He's in that little system. He has to be retrained by Pep. He might even fall out with Pep. You never know. Because the last time a tall striker worked with Pep, you know, he got a big... That's what I'm saying. I'm throwing that agenda out there now, quickly.
There you go. Interesting, man. So it does. It's brought up a good debate and a good topic of discussion because world class is I mean, I don't like how he gets banded around so much. Really serious, because if you're thinking like on this pitch, how many world class players are on this pitch right now?
I'm gonna give you
Benzema.
I'll give you Benzema. I'll give you Salah.
Yep.
I'll give you
Trent.
I'll give you Trent because he's different. Like You don't see right backs doing what he does.
Yeah.
But apart from
Robertson.
I can't give you Mane
Nah,
or Robertson. I can't give you.
Ooh.
Yeah,
They're
I'd say
like they're a tier below. Just
Serious?
below.
There's how many? You can't tell me there's more left backs or left wingers that are better than Robertson and Mane.
but then that still, even with that being said, that doesn't necessarily put them into a world class stratosphere. Maybe that's just an example.
Yeah,
Robbo
I think it does because you have to be like top 5 in the world to be world class.
Robbo's not gonna drag Scotland nowhere. I'm just saying that now. Scotland won't get to the World Cup.
T here this year.
Yeah,
maybe it's just the fact that there's not many great left backs in the world of football right now.
Yeah, that's true, but it does mean you're world class though. It's still of today. It don't mean like if you're talking in greatest of all time context.
Okay,
yeah,
I get where you're coming from.
But world class is that there's not a great amount of strikers. But if you're I don't know. I know this isn't the case, but if the 5th best striker is like I don't know, like Jota, then he's classed as world class, even though he's not a great. Do you get me?
Yeah. Whereas, so you're basically saying in this current generation of ballers, because you're the best there is.
Yeah,
you're world class.
Unless we have to rub the whole thing out, then I don't want to count them. Then because I don't want to count them because then it brings down the whole word of world class. Like we just bring it down. Like just don't call them world class. Then they're good players. That's it, man.
Well, it's like come on, man. Liverpool, like the only players that I'd say that aren't world class right there is Henderson, Konate, Diaz ain't world class yet. Not yet. And that's it really for them.
And then the rest of them are.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Why?
It's too many. I got to reserve. Like I'd say they're elite, but then like two of them are world class, and then the rest are elite, and then some are good players.
But we saying Van Dijk, Salah, and Trent for Liverpool.
Yeah, Van Dijk.
Yeah, they're world class level, and then
not Fabinho.
He's the tier below. He's elite, but he's not.
Yeah,
he's elite, but he's not world class. Like if he helps Brazil win the World Cup, then I could say, okay, we're gonna have to put you up there.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. But like, there's more world class players for Liverpool than there are for Real Madrid.
So Modric is world class, right? We're gonna put him up there, right? Benzema.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's
Courtois.
Would you put Courtois as elite? I can't put him as world class.
That one's a bit more debatable. I've
seen Charlie Adam hit the ball from 60 yards over the top in that Stamford Bridge. There's no world class about that. I'm sorry.
You see, for a keeper, it's difficult to be like world class, because it's like if you look at the history of like the Ballon d'Or and stuff like that. What was the last keeper to come close to winning one of them things? What was it, Manuel Neuer? Or
Neuer? Probably Neuer.
I don't know. It's difficult to say a keeper's world class. Obviously, there's fantastic keepers. Like Courtois could make saves, but they're all prone to mistakes as well, and that kind of hurts their case.
But you see, there was So 2017, De Gea was world class at that point because he was an elite level shot stopper. But then he just fell off.
Yeah,
Neuer is probably the only one in the last 15 years you could say was world class, and Buffon probably those two.
Look at this Casemiro,
and then I'd even say Petr Cech as well because bro, he was different before he had the head injury. He was different. I'd never seen a goalkeeper do what he done. I swear, I'd seen some goalkeepers up until that point, but Petr Cech was different. The head injury just really ruined his career. Like he just became soft, man, because he didn't want to injure himself.
I hear that, man. Moss is saying Vinicius, not for me yet. One season doesn't do it.
Nope. He's not world class.
You need to do it for multiple seasons, like to be world class. He's honestly, unless you have an outrageous season where you score 50 goals, like you're not getting in there off of one season.
Oof.
Literally a year ago, Real Madrid fans didn't want him there.
He's playing against us.
There you go.
Literally a year ago. So it's difficult. Like, hey, I know Roland ain't gonna say Casemiro, but I think he is.
Definitely not.
I think he
Bro,
is.
I've seen him make bare mistakes in this first half alone, fam.
He's made bare tackles though to stop these Liverpool
I
attacks.
know, but
That's nice, isn't it? But no,
That's his job.
I don't care. It's fine. I know it's his job. Well done to him, but nah, I'm good. I mean, look, we can debate it afterwards, man, because there's a few talking points about this Champions League season, plus some other news as well. Mbappe, that's a great. We can discuss that too. This world class tag is pissing me off though, because they're using it for everybody now.
It's true. You can't use it for everyone, but you have to get in these big. Like, there's more world class players here on show than there would be in most games because it's a Champions League final, and both teams are like, well, Real Madrid have won a league title. They're serial winners of the Champions League, and then you've got Liverpool with the records that they've broken. If games away from the quadruple, which has never been achieved in this country. 15 minutes really away if they win this one. You know what I mean? So there's levels. That's why I'd put there's more world-class players in these teams, because you don't do that without world-class.
Or you could just say it's two of the best teams in the competition. You took advantage of their opportunities.
Yeah, I don't think they are two of the best teams in the comp though. I think Liverpool.
But in this year, they were the two best teams in terms of getting rid of the teams that were in front of them.
Yeah. I mean that's fine margins. That's football. Real Madrid weren't even the best team in the out of the two legs against PSG, let alone Chelsea, let alone City. You know what I mean? But world class moments took them there.
Yeah. It's like Man City. You could say Man City are the best team in the world, but in this competition, they didn't do what they needed to do to get to this point. Yeah,
exactly. It's true. Interesting though. And then Fads is asking Militao or Araujo.
That's a very tough choice. I don't know who to pick at now. Because you can say they're equally as bad as each other, bro. I can't lie. You can say it.
Roland don't like these mad aggressive defenders like that. Man. Look at that Casemiro there again.
I'm a bit more of a. I like the classy defender, man. Stay on your feet kind of guy, man.
Yeah,
don't dive in.
I didn't Rudiger to this defense next year, fam.
For real,
it's gonna be peak.
I wanted to see Rudiger and Bailly at Man United. That would have been hilarious to watch.
Hey.
You know how funny that would have been to watch.
Salah blocked. Salah again, asking for handball. Ooh.
I'm a little bit
Liverpool cooking at the moment. They've been the better side in this first half. I know we haven't spoke much about it, but big up everyone who's tuned in right now. Stu versus Roland. That Stu is on. You was in that live chat, wasn't you, CM?
Yeah.
Stu versus Roland. That would be interesting because he's like an old school football fan, but do you know what? He's kind of like Ricky, your Man United fan, Ricky. He's kind of like him in a way. He likes his old school, but he also likes his cultured players as well.
Stu said, was it? He suggested that Mata was the player of the season for Man United.
Yeah.
Wait,
what this season?
Yeah. You were saying basically, this is what he was saying. He was like, he measures that on the great moments that players can give to a team.
1-0! 1-0! Vinicius Jr. with the goal for Real Madrid. All right, man,
I'm
watch
way
this.
Behind.
Sorry. Oh, my word. And it's Roland's boy. Fede Valverde.
Come on.
I told you. Man like Fede Valverde.
Woo-hoo. I watched this goal. Talk the people through this goal.
He is that guy, bro. He is a utility man for Real Madrid. Fede Valverde, but watch this. Casemiro with the ball out wide for Valverde.
Oh, is he? Oh, I think he's on.
And the decoy run from Carvajal, beautiful.
Guess he falls asleep at the back.
Mm,
Mhm.
Interesting. Trent Alexander-Arnold falling asleep, didn't see Vinicius in behind him, and there he is, just taps
that's
it
a
in from
that's a
close range pass.
Wan-Bissaka special, man.
He's a one special.
And
I'm telling
Vinicius
you.
trying to cap off his year with the Champions League trophy. Interesting.
I
You
mean,
know what I mean?
Trent.
that ball by Valverde, brilliant, putting it into the right area. And listen, even if it didn't find somebody, it's not his fault because you got
It's
to
a
be in
great-
that back post area ready to finish it.
Oh,
great move.
With all those Liverpool chances, the momentum and the possession in the first half, Real Madrid take the lead.
bro, and Casemiro here putting out fires again. Roland, talk to me, man. He keeps doing it.
Look. He does his job. I'll give him that. He's just not the guy to play the ball. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not a deep lying playmaker, and I like my deep lying playmakers. I don't like just general destroyers.
I hear that, but like Kante,
Kante has no technique. Man, like Sarri told you this. Sarri said Kante no technique. That's what he said. Like, so yeah. I mean, they say they're trying to link Kante to Man United. I'm like, I don't know about that one. I'm cool. Give me Basuma before him, fam, please. I beg.
he was
of you.
onside, man. Yeah, I think
That's the
Trent
thing.
Foot was playing him on. What was you saying, CM?
Now, I'm saying that's the thing about Kante. In the last few years, he has got better on the ball because his involvement has gone up in terms of bringing the ball forward from a deep position. But even then, he has his rash moments when he's playing the ball out from the back, releasing it and dribbling. He can get a bit out of control as that kind of player. But
The debate was more interesting than the game that they're seeing in the chat.
Funny.
I think it is interesting.
Salah has not done nothing in this game, you know.
Hey,
I told you, the eyes are on him, you know.
It's true.
it's the
It's true.
pressure,
Is he a
man.
big game player though? That's the question.
I don't
Has he got the
think
Thierry Henry about him in finals?
he ain't got
He-
it, man.
He ain't got that aura, man. That it's weird because certain games, you like big games, you've seen him score important goals in it. But
Yeah.
in a game like this, you want Salah to take control of it and say, "Here, give me the ball. I'm gonna bring us somewhere, bro."
But he can't.
He has to be in position for that moment.
Because the touch is poor. His touch is very bad. I can't lie. His first touch is awful, bruv. Like, it's just because he's so quick, yeah, he can catch up to that poor first touch.
Mhm.
That's why he's able to get away with it. Yeah. The problem is that you need to put him in position to make an effect on the game, just like CM said. And this is why we keep talking about system players. Salah's a system player. It's very true. He also needs a good collection of players around him to accentuate his actual ability of scoring goals. But hey, I don't know.
Having that front three, bro. That originally when it was Firmino, him and Mane, that people will understand how much that helps Salah. Because having a guy like Firmino who's feeding you, fam. Your wingers are running on, and a guy like Firmino who's unselfish, dropping deep and feeding you, putting you in those positions, bro.
True.
We were
like you
talking
got
about
a guy
earlier.
like-
We were talking about earlier, bro. Like, Firmino was crucial to them to actually scoring the goals that they were scoring.
Exactly that. But people would like to disrespect him because of stats. Like, this where stats, you know. Let's not. You only have to watch the game to realize how important Firmino is. I watched Firmino come on up against Arsenal this season. We were controlling the game. We were arguably the better side. Firmino comes on. They win 2-0. Game done. And Firmino scores. But he set up that game. How he drops deep. How he links up play. Gets Mane. Gets Salah into the game. I think they've kind of missed that a little bit. You know, where they need this little intricacy. But there's Salah. Save from Courtois. What a save that is. Again.
Good strike from Salah, though. Trying to just get his team back in it.
If it had smacked one in right there, I think we can all shut up.
I would have just kept quiet.
I think the height made it a little bit comfortable for Courtois, but he's a bit of a camera save. But yeah, still good save either way.
Ramsdale
on, people. I need to put my laptop on charge.
Yes, sir. one thing I say about this second half so far is that in the first, Real Madrid looked so uncomfortable in possession. Like, you could tell every time they just wanted Liverpool to take it back, and then they go for their counter-attacking opportunities. At least in this second half, it's been more equal in terms of both teams looking comfortable in the game. And maybe a part of that could be Liverpool dropping in intensity.
Come on.
Yeah, 'cause I think they started the second half well. And I think Liverpool coming out firing again, but then Valverde just dragged his team forward in that big moment. Because really before that, Real Madrid weren't knocking on the door. Diaz is coming off. And
Wow.
Diogo, he's not a good game, has he, really?
He's not, but there's still a threat there, man.
But they don't have an aerial threat. That's what Jota comes on to bring.
Yeah, they need a goal.
Jota, you can cross that ball into him, back post. No one's beating him in the air. I think this is where Jota can make his mark. They're going to go for the outswinger like they spoke about in the pre-game build-up. That's going to be interesting to see. Or is it going to be the in? You've got to go with the outswinger with Trent.
Yeah.
I think they might go in-swinger, you know.
Yeah, Robbo's over it as well, bro. This is mad.
Yeah.
Both of these man can cross the ball, boy.
Trust. Yeah. You can kind of... Oh, here's Mane.
Oh, whoa.
I thought it was a...
I thought Modric was about to
nick it off Salah then.
Start that counter.
Wow, look at that. Casemiro again. I'm gonna run this Casemiro agenda, man. All night long.
Hey, he's playing well. He's showing his qualities, man. He's showing his qualities in this game.
Hey, respect Roland, man. There's certain man in life that wouldn't like, nah, he's still crap. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, family. You see, that's them ego, man. No, fam.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm happy to be wrong, bro. I want to be proven wrong, fam. Like, that's the whole point. Like, that's how you learn, isn't it? Like, so.
And you know, is that what people don't realize? It makes the viewing experience and football better as a whole if players are proving you wrong constantly.
Trust me.
Exactly that.
Because I've been talking about Luke Shaw for 7 years and I've been hoping he proved me wrong, and it's not happened, bro. You know? So it's one of those.
I hear that, man. Totally understand. I'm disappointed in Trent, man, falling asleep at the back post.
In the biggest game.
I was angry at I see Makaleli with Abidal. Abidal showing his face after the little scandal that happened with his wife and that. Hey.
I don't know
what happened.
Well, I don't know what happened.
So basically, yeah, he was cheating on his wife, innit? And with a woman that plays for PSG's like women's team and that.
Okay.
And then he got caught out, and then they tried to fake a little robbery on the thing, and then it's all mad. It's all mad stuff.
After everything that brother's been through, fam, he's gonna do that.
And then he came out and did the whole apology on social media. I apologize to my wife. It's mad. It's all mad.
The set pieces of Liverpool have been poor today.
Yeah, very poor.
Yeah.
Just nothing on the money, man. Always hitting the first man. Got another corner though.
Well defended from. Sorry.
Jota's come into this game and he's like, yeah, I'm trying to take them. Trying to take man right now, bro. Because you man ain't doing nothing, bro.
Kanye circa 2004, 2005, Matt all day long would have been a bad man in CN. PSG with madness. I'm a testify. Come up in the spot looking extra. Oh wow! I've just noticed what he's saying now.
Oh my days!
What did I just miss there? Looking at Matt's comment.
Salah could have scored there. Like the Real Madrid are doing a madness at the back. What's going on here?
Valverde looking to drive him forward again. Oh, skins Robbo.
Wow.
I'm telling you, hey, he's an underrated guy, you know, in this Real Madrid side.
Isn't it?
Bro.
He's a ball carrier, isn't he? He's like the water
Yeah,
carrier of them, man.
he's the only ball carrier in that midfield. Like, and he's not even playing in midfield, but he's playing out wide. And I told you, he's a box to box, bro. He's not a right winger.
We're about to hit 70th minute now, Roland. What time's this? Eduardo Camavinga time?
Like, I mean, right now they probably don't need him, but just right now, they don't need him right now. So you might have to hold them cards close to your chest right now.
True. Look at this. They're just showing a little bit of their class now.
Yeah. Can you see how they're keeping the ball now away from Liverpool?
And then Carvajal just commentator's curse just boots it right at a man.
Just gives it away, bro. Weak link, bro.
Oh, it's a poor ball, man. It's not working for Liverpool.
Trent looking a bit frustrated here.
Look at Courtois' face.
Man got the Phil Jones face, man.
I lie though. If it stays this way, Courtois has been man of the match, though. Would you say?
It's a shout, man. It's a shout. I can't lie. It's a shout.
He's made some good saves.
Yeah, he's been important. Who else? Like Valverde for the big moment.
Valverde's been good. He's been pretty solid, man. Better than he was in the second leg against City in the semi-final. Yeah. Definitely a lot better, man.
Yeah, exactly. Casemiro on an honourable mention, but like I wouldn't say he's had good interventions. I can't lie, man. Like he might be a shout for it too as well. Like those are the better one.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Vinicius now.
And Modric ain't really done much, but
what a tackle by Konate. Konate, it's a shame because if Liverpool win it, then Konate's up there.
Yeah. He's been really good.
But there's not really been that outstanding performance. Mane, of course, he's been pretty decent.
He's not right.
Look at he made that tackle there on Mane.
Casemiro's doing a madness right now.
I'm telling you, he's hurt.
I can't lie. You know what? Yeah, like you know what? It just pissed me off in that game against City, bro. He was giving away too many fouls, giving the ball away back to City. Yeah, and I was just like, yo, take this man off, bro, because he's actually gonna ruin the thing.
Yeah.
In this game, yeah, he's done what he needs to do.
For real. He has. I mean, Militao even, and I agree with you on that. I don't really rate him, but he's had a decent game, being aggressive.
I think also it's because he has the ability to do that because he's not really facing up with somebody 1v1. Do you know what I mean? Because if he's with somebody 1v1, yeah, and they're just moving all around him, yeah, he just don't know where to go.
Any man. Bongo, how would Liverpool supporters rate their season overall if it stays this way? Surely not an open top bus parade level thing, which it is going to be tomorrow on Sunday. Open, yeah. Whether they win or lose, they said. In Liverpool, the players are going to come back and celebrate their FA Cup and their Carabao Cup.
I've never known a team to to play every single game available that they had in the season. This is Liverpool. Liverpool have played. I don't know how many fixtures it is. I don't know if it's 63.
So, I don't even know the amount. It might be. Yeah.
Yeah. They played. This is every single game they've had available. They've been able to play. It's mad. Yeah. I've never heard of it before.
It's mad.
Yeah. And they still picked up 2 trophies at the end of the day.
Yeah. I think it's a good season. The way that they're downplaying it because of the quadruple talk, but it's a good season. If you win 2 trophies in a season, it's a good season. If you're 1 point off of winning the league, it's a good season. Trust. Like, you know what I mean? If you narrowly lose a Champions League final, it's a good season. If you've won 2 trophies with it. So.
Exactly. Mane, I thought he was going to dive then. Cruz, dispossesses. Casemiro, what a header.
Let me speed this up.
Yeah, just... Oh, Jota, he's got overlap. Go left. Jota, Casemiro, good tackle again. Thiago, Henderson, out to Trent. Cut out. Oh, my word. I'm sorry.
Casemiro's been everywhere. He's literally been everywhere. What the hell?
Trent, poor shot in the end. Yeah, honestly, I can't see where a Liverpool goal is coming from, in all honesty.
But the thing about Liverpool is, you can't really write them off because they'll get a goal. Do you know what I mean? Then take it to extra time. Then or they might try to win it. Like
That's the thing.
Real have the hardest path to the final. PSG, Man City, and Chelsea. But in Chelsea, Man City in that order. Cater is coming on now. Is he going to come on for Thiago or Henderson?
Yeah.
Probably Henderson,
Watch it be Fabinho now. We've said that.
Yeah.
Fabinho's on a yellow as well, so it probably makes sense.
Liverpool just needs something, some kind of spark.
Yeah.
Do you think them losing the Premier League the way they did has kind of killed the momentum going into this final?
It's difficult, man. It's difficult to say because I think in a way it's been very draining, physically and mentally this season. People forget like the mental side of it for Liverpool to be playing these games and they know they have to win to keep in it. Whereas if you lose the Premier League season early on, you've checked out from that, so all your eggs are in this one basket.
Yeah.
So you can even rest players, like if your Thiago, your Fabinho's are carrying like a little hamstring injury against Southampton, or I know they didn't play him against Southampton, but in a few fixtures they're like, oh yeah, we can rest you for that. But every game, as you said, playing 63 games where everything means something, it is physically and mentally tasking. So maybe that has to do with it.
And the thing is as well that Klopp has done a good job of.
No!
He's messed up, our boy. He's messed that up.
He could have just shot himself. Why did he try to pull it back?
I can't believe that. Sorry, CM.
Sorry, bro.
Casemiro's just literally had. If he shoots, he's got a clear goal scoring opportunity, but he tries to pass and he completely messes it.
Oh, why?
It's mad. He could have just sealed it for them.
What was you saying anyway, CM?
Yeah, I was saying that Klopp has done a good job in kind of covering all of that up, but I feel like the players, they were really going for that quadruple and they wanted it.
And the thing about it is he just got the pass all wrong. He should have just squared it across to Benzema. And
it's Henderson as well. And Firmino's coming on.
Damn.
And so who else? Who's coming off then? They're going to take off
for Thiago.
Oh, wow.
So they're going for the 4 up top type of thing.
So they're going 4-2-4. Wow.
You're going for it.
Yeah, this is it, man. And this is you see on FIFA ultra attacking. This is it now.
yeah. It's true.
Klopp has just activated it. Like he's just like, all right, flick the switch. Ultra attacking now. Let's go. And like and Trent and Robbo are gonna be right there. So it's a front six, bruv. You know what's there?
Listen.
It is true. And Bungo saying about Origi, already left, has he? He's the type of hero needed for these times. It's true, Origi time. It's a good point.
That's true.
It's a good point indeed. Liverpool needs to order some more inhalers. I think so. Have you heard about that?
I heard this. I heard this conspiracy theory from.
It's true though.
65% of them are asthmatic.
Yeah. It's a bit of a mad thing. But here's Trent in the box. Oh, it's got to cross that much better there, Trent.
Nah. Now he's caught upfield, Vinny. Oh, that's a poor ball. He's got it back though. Ricochet. Yeah, that's a foul. Hey! You might have to get.
You have to. Nah, it's not a foul.
I'm about to say, bro. I was like, hey, second yellow. Is that what you want to do?
What's for Firmino doing on the ground already? What?
Hey, he's lucky there.
Firmino, though, man. One more. Like, getting into pockets. He shouldn't have shot there, but they need to. I think they've missed him so much.
Yeah.
Just links the attack so well, Firmino, but he's been injured throughout this season. Cruz cuts it out. Jota to Firmino. Oh, close again. Alaba, last-ditch defending. Offside flag is up, though. Offside. Trent.
You He's offside, yeah. He's offside.
CBS is running. Militao's gonna have to come off now. You know who's coming on? Nacho Fernandez. That's someone who I have to hold my hands up to and say I'm sorry, because Nacho, I was like, nah, this brother's trash at the back. You know, I was like, nah, he's terrible. And against Man City, he was like a one-man defense during that game.
Yeah, to be fair, man, like R9 in the crowd.
Now it's time wasting moments for Real Madrid.
He said he did that, but now he's back up and playing. So it's a bit mad. Like Trent, he's like playing like a centre midfielder at the moment. Good ball into Mane. Salah.
Hey, LeBron James is in Paris right now.
Oh, Jota!
Man.
Ooh, oh, Courtois messed up the save, bro.
Oh, I don't know what Courtois is doing there.
That's relatively easy. He just rolled into his path, but he just palms it out.
That was stupid. If they score off this now, oh man,
you could have just picked that up, innit?
Yeah. What? Ooh.
Hey, yo, that was a little tricky little corner routine there from Trent. Nearly caught them out.
What's wrong with this ref, man? Yo, what's this ref doing? He took the throw in. The referee says, hold on, and then ends up giving it back to Liverpool anyway. What's he doing, man? Yo.
He's moving mad, fam.
Trust me. It's all mad right now.
Yeah, we say our referees in our country's terrible. I mean, they're terrible all over the world.
Tell me about it. Dodgy, man. Dodgy.
Yeah. Oh, Firmino. Oh, what is that from Keita?
That's Keita. This is AFCON. AFCON heritage. I'm telling you.
Look at that.
Hey, he scored a banger. He scored a banger at AFCON though. Like,
yeah,
he scored a banger at AFCON for Guinea though. I can't lie.
He did. I remember that one actually.
It was a banger still.
Who was that brother? He scored that mad goal from Malawi.
From Hango, bruv, against Morocco. That was a goal as well, bruv.
Was you watching that game, CM? Or was it rolling?
It was me and
it was rolling.
It's me and Rich watching that game. Hey, it was mad.
Oh man, chance again over the top for Salah. How's his touch? Good first touch from Salah. Salah! Oh, what a save again! Courtois! That was a good touch and run by Salah.
And look at the Real Madrid players surrounding him, hugging him, congratulating him for the save.
I can't.
What a save! Woo. He's definitely man of the match right now.
Yeah,
definitely.
He's definitely man of the match.
No questions.
Right.
He's been top this season, no Courtois. Can't lie, fam.
He has been.
I think he had a rough first season when he moved to Real Madrid. 100%, and he's bounced back big time.
Exactly that. He did have a terrible first season.
Big shoes to fill, man. Casillas, big time legend. Keylor Navas was there for a bit.
Look what's on.
Oh no. It's just 3-on-1. Benz. Wrong option.
Here come Liverpool, come back. Coming forward. Firmino tries to find Salah, but Carvajal, every bit of experience, gets his body there and does it and gets it back to Courtois. And speaking of Courtois, Chino says goalkeeper carrying Madrid right now. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And then they messed up that counter-attack. Bad. But that touch from Salah and then the shot with the right foot isn't half bad, but the save from Courtois is even better.
Good save, man.
Salah, you ain't getting this revenge, bro. You ain't getting this revenge.
Listen.
You gotta step it up, and Camavinga's being prepared on the touchline now.
Yeah.
He's gonna make his entrance into the game.
The Jamal Crawford of Real Madrid.
Hey, Camavinga's impact onto this game can be mad because that Real Madrid midfield, we all know about them not really exerting their energy. You got a lot of old guys in there who
For real, bro. And then he brings the energy
That was,
and
that was
physicality.
played by Valverde.
T Jinx in it, going to extra time now. Watch long. I'll take that, man. We need. Hang on, what is the time actually? I forgot this game kicked off at like
Hey,
half an
listen.
hour later.
More minutes.
You need to get your money's worth right here, man.
You know what I
For
mean,
real.
fam?
Hey, Fede Valverde is coming off, I think.
Oh, that's my guy, man. He's had a great Champions League campaign. If they win this,
Trust.
honestly, so underrated, man. For what the work he does, works so hard for this Real Madrid team, man. And he's going to be a good squad option because I can see them trying to fill that right wing spot. But honestly, man, he's does so well for the team, man.
They're Jimmy Milner, as I said it, man. You know what I mean? They're one who just does versatility. He's played right back for them as well, I believe.
Trust me, he's so versatile. So his energy levels are so high. Like and technically he's good as well. You saw that cross, man. It was pinpoint.
Yeah. Into the feet. And now they got Camavinga in the middle. And yeah, I can't see it. The little joy that Liverpool was starting to get, I think Camavinga puts that out now in that area, getting around Firmino.
Trust me. He's going to wear man down in the last 5 minutes now.
For real.
That's a nice little ball.
Caught out, though.
There's Jota now.
Carvajal, another one who's proven us wrong. Another one.
Thing about it is, he's already pocketed Diaz.
For real, bro.
They
like,
put Mane out there, but it's the experience, it's the heritage, bro. You know what I mean?
They've been there, man, done it.
Trust me.
Keep pocketing.
They understand what it means.
Exactly.
Trust me.
Mendy now. Benzema. Look at the space for Vinicius. Trent looks leggy. Beaten on the inside. Back to Benzema. Oh, Trent does well there. Good tackle. Finds Jota. Nice flick from Jota. The space in behind now. But Mane's driving. They get players back. They drop him back. There's Mane into the box. Poor from Mane. Cut out by Casemiro.
Again.
Nah.
He's been on fire, man.
He's offside.
It's between him and Courtois for man of the match for me, man.
Yeah, I think Courtois takes it for the moment.
Just. Only
Casemiro definitely honourable mention.
The fires he's put out in those moments, like you see CDMs, a lot of the time they're so underrated because they come before that moment of action where the back four are. So it's almost like their jobs are even more important because they have to put out the fire before it's even there, before it's in full.
Exactly. It is true. Well, actually, what's happening for the Super Cup now? Right.
Yeah. Because there's 3 competitions. So wait, who are Roma facing?
Hey, Conference League don't get that privilege, man. They just leave them in the gutter.
Yeah, the Conference League, they just get left there. You killed there. Don't worry.
Hey, you know what? They might have to do a little mini tournament, you know.
Hey.
So Real Madrid in the final, or whoever wins this in the final.
And then Frankfurt versus Roma.
Versus Roma.
Yeah,
that's what they have to do, isn't it? Like,
yeah, like UEFA Cup or something like that. They'll call it that.
Or something stupid like that. Like,
yeah. UEFA League Cup.
They might bring it back and go Cup Winners' Cup, in it. You know, like back in the day, they had Cup Winners' Cup.
That's it. Yes.
Might just do that and bring it back. Never know.
Oh, I can't believe I'm seeing this site. Danny Ceballos coming on in the Champions League. I can't believe I'm seeing this.
He's getting his medal tonight, boy.
Hey, man.
Wow. He wanted to come back to Arsenal, though.
Yeah.
I swear he did. Didn't it?
Yeah, wow. Yeah, but I think Arteta kind of told him this league isn't for you, like physically. which it isn't. I don't mind Dani Ceballos as a technical player, but he just gets overrun way like too much for this league.
Yeah,
for the intensity that's needed. But yeah, crazy. Dani Ceballos. It's 6:20 in the morning over there, over in the east. See, you're getting my early morning weekend prime hours, mate. I appreciate that one there, Bungle. I appreciate that.
Big up Bungle, man.
Exactly. Please notice Carvajal says fads. We have now. We're holding our hands up all together. CM's joining us. You know what I mean? Carvajal, we're sorry.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
I'm sorry, man. Hold your hands up, man.
Exactly. Humility shown over here. Need Camavinga. That counter attack was slower than Realist's phone delivery driver.
Yeah, Realist without a phone for like 3 months is the most hilarious thing ever.
Trust me.
Man.
Then all of a sudden he just randomly popped up like, I'm back. He said, Michael Jordan, I'm back from retirement. I finished playing baseball. I'm back now.
Playing baseball for 3 months. That's what it was, yeah.
You might have just sent that message through fax machine as well.
Fax machine or with a pigeon, carrier pigeon, bro.
I want to see a Liverpool goal, man. Equalizer.
I know you don't want it to end, innit?
Nah, I don't. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, I could do with extra time. I could.
Yeah, nice. True.
Oh my word, Dani Ceballos is through in the Champions League final. Dani Ceballos.
Oh my
days.
Oh, he ain't got the minerals, bruv. He ain't got them.
Yeah, I mean, he's just in there to run around, fam.
He ain't got the minerals, man. He's not that guy.
For real.
If this was Origi, he would have buried it.
If it was Bale.
His legs turned jelly and everything, fam.
You see, I told you, bro. Like, his head was gone. He was like, yo, Champions League final, I get a goal. Nah.
Yo, listen to this, man. Real Madrid have had one shot on target all game.
Hey, it's FIFA numbers, bro.
You
know when that one brother's battering you and still loses the game? Different.
Edit. For real, man. Dani Ceballos scored away. Yes, he did. In that, last minute as well to win it against Sheffield United. But it's Benzema to Camavinga over the bar. But he scored in that Sheffield United quarter-final, I believe. It took us to the semis. Second string, 15-minute man, with more silverware than Harry Kane. Definitely. You can take that right there, Harry. That's what happens when you play for Arsenal. Hey, Fads, he's won a medal, man. Chill. Calma. But and he might win a Champions League, Fads. You know what I mean? So we can't really say too much. But who's coming off now? Vinicius for Rodrigo. Rodrigo's getting garbage minutes.
He's getting them charity minutes right now. But he wasn't needed. He wasn't needed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He only brings him on when there's real danger of them losing a game. That's when it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Liverpool.
He played his role.
That ping from Trent's not a bad one. Headed away by Carvajal.
Again.
Jota. Dani Ceballos is done well, but he still broke free for Mane. Mane headed away by Militao.
Tense minutes.
It is. Camavinga, there's a chance here if Real Madrid can get Rodrigo free. Don't blow your whistle, ref. The chance was there for a counter.
Yeah, there was.
I think they've done it, you know, people.
It's too early to say.
It's still time.
It's time, you know.
They've done it, man.
Hey, we all watch Real Madrid versus City, fam. We thought it was done.
Trust me. I thought when Mahrez put that ball in, I was like, yeah, that's it. That's tie over.
Hey, Rafa Nadal's in there as well. You know what I mean?
I swear that he's a Madrid fan, right? Yeah.
He's a Madrista.
Bad man tennis player, fam.
Trust me.
For real.
Big bad man.
Look at Marcelo on the bench, man. Cheerleader settings.
Trust me.
Big respect to Marcelo. One of the best in recent times at left back.
Trust me. quality left back.
Any. So it's just a shame for Brazil, man. They had Dani Alves and Marcelo in the same period and not done nothing.
I mean, Brazil is a conundrum. I can't lie. Like
Really?
that talent pool, it kind of dipped off like crazy. It dipped off real crazy, and it's like they seem like they're gonna run it back, but it's just, are they gonna have the right coach? Because Tite is not a ultra attacking kind of coach, though. Very safe.
Yeah,
Very
I
safe.
agree.
So it's like the talent is there. It's just about unearthing them. Also, it's just so I can't really speak on them going to the right places, because like if you're a top baller from coming out of Brazil, yeah, you end up at like a Real Madrid, a Barcelona, like a City now. But you know, like some of these guys, they just move for the money, because they're just like, bro, we come from nothing. I need to feed my family, you get me? So they end up in some random place in Eastern Europe, bro. And you're saying, why is this brother playing over here, bro? This country ain't for you, bro.
And it,
But, you know, is all it is what it is. I can't really fault them still.
trust me, I think that's game done. You know,
Yeah.
game
Yeah.
done. Real Madrid win the
Come
Champions League. Apola 14.
Come
Apola
on.
14. What did they say? What did they say 14 in Spanish, CM? I know you're a cultured man.
Hold on a second.
I think
14. Was it 14?
Oh, 40. I don't know.
Let's have a look.
14.
I don't know.
14.
14.
14. Yeah.
Are you sure? You might be saying,
Yeah.
you could be getting me to say something else to get us cancelled for a week. Oh, wow. Liverpool.
Yeah, man. 14.
14.
Let me put the spelling in the chat.
Oh, but it's done. It's done. Real Madrid. Apola what? Apola what, CM? Apola.
I don't even know.
That's what they basically. They had that on the back of their shirt, Eddie.
Listen.
they had that Apola and then the number 14 on the back. So I was trying to say that Apola.
14. I'll leave it there, fam.
Oh man. Oh, they did get number 14, man. 14 Champions Leagues.
Ace, man.
That's more than double the amount
Van
Liverpool
Dijk
have.
on the floor crying, fam.
Trust me. And hang on, we what about, you know, when we said remember when certain people went, yeah, La Liga's dead.
I mean,
La Liga's dead.
Wow.
I love the reactions from both of you guys, that it was hilarious. Hey, you know what I mean?
Listen, you know what I mean? Like we don't want to be them guys, fam, but you can't be coming with them uneducated, you know what I mean, talks. Because at the end of the day, you see your mentality monsters got out mentality today, fam.
For real.
Football heritage.
One shot on target, you know.
Football heritage. Where's the Jose, bro? Because look, this is a side here that have basically scumbagged their way to another Champions League, bro. Because they should have lost against PSG, but they came back. Benzema saved them, hat-trick in 5 minutes. Chelsea came all the way back, only to throw it away at the end in the quarter. In the semi-final, Mahrez scores late at the Bernabeu to kill the game, and they get it back. 2 Benzema goals again.
Man.
And tonight, with all the action happening at Courtois, him saving them, and Vinicius gets the goal. Man.
That's it, man. That's it. 2 of England's finest. They got cut out by Real Madrid, fam. And listen, let's give it to Liverpool. They have the history in Europe, fam. But at the end of the day, Real Madrid are a different breed.
Yep. This is their tournament. It's their tournament, man.
Exactly that, man. It's exactly that. Rants. You see, look at this. Everyone's going mad. All the United fans. You know what I mean? Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Indeed. And Salah went to Paris for baguettes, not revenge. You know what I mean? It's true.
Yeah, all that chatting, fam.
Yeah,
man was anonymous.
I told you.
When we talk about Liverpool's season,
It's
is it a good season?
It's disappointing, but it's good. It's a good season. You can't tell me a team that plays 63 games. I believe it's 63 games.
Yeah.
Right. All the games that they had available, win 2 trophies, lose the league by a point, and then lose the Champions League final by 1 goal after basically battering Real Madrid. Basically, do you know what I mean? Like, it's a good season. They're gonna blow it out of proportion. United fans, you know, as CM says, the giddy ones, they're gonna have their little party right now on the spaces on Twitter, and they're gonna be throwing up memes of people crying and stuff. But ultimately, Liverpool fans know that this has been a very good season because with the squad that they have, is fairly small in size, like not the same level of quality. If you was to drop 5 of these players and bring in their 5 players off the bench, the quality levels aren't there. They've been able to just withstand a whole season, get to 3 finals, and then the final day of the league season. Boy,
and can I add to that, Roland? You see, Liverpool, they will understand, because we always used to mock the fine margin things because of our old gaffer, innit? But fine margin is a real thing in football. If you look at both of their cup finals, they could have lost that on pens instead of winning them on pens. Just like the league, you know, City losing on the final day and they come back to win with how many goals in 5 minutes? Even this Real Madrid game, they could have easily won it if they took a couple of their chances. So that's it. Fine margins in these situations. They can be happy about their season because in the day they won trophies, and that's what you set out to do. But I'm sure there will be that disappointment for the next week or so, because having dropped the league and now the Champions League, which was something that they probably went on to say, we want to go and win this, especially because we haven't won the league. It's going to be disappointing for them, but next season's another year, man.
Exactly that, my bro. Next season, when it's going to be a different season for them, because you know the futures of Mane is in doubt. Salah leaving this summer too. I know he's confirmed that he's staying, but I saw in the interview, I think Rio said, "Oh yeah, you've confirmed that he's staying now." He says, yeah, staying for this season." Started scratching his neck like this, you know, them telltale signs. Like, yeah, but the contract ain't signed yet. So it's good. The future's in doubt, and there's going to be a takeover. I mean, a transition for Liverpool coming up, and it's how Klopp takes them through that will be interesting. So next season's probably their last dance with this current group. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I mean, it depends on what happens with Mane this summer, you know, because if I can see Bayern slapping a 40 million euro bid on the table, I can see Liverpool saying, yeah, we'll take it now because that's the value you're giving him. It's pretty decent value. We'll do it. Keep Salah for another year, and then give Diaz a more prominent role. I think obviously they brought in Carvalho as well from Fulham, so he'll be kind of having a bit of an off the bench role. He'll be involved in the first team a little bit here and there, playing his little role, and then Minamino will probably leave because I don't think he's at the level that they require. But yeah, it's going to be interesting for them, man. Next season is probably their last with this kind of current group of players at the peak of their powers, I think.
Totally agree. But what about Don Carlo Ancelotti, man? How many Champions Leagues is that now for him?
4. Is it? Oh, no. Is it 4? I think 4.
What?
I think it's 4.
2 at AC Milan?
No, I don't think he won. I don't think he won one at AC Milan. You know, did he?
Was he the manager when they beat Liverpool? Inzaghi?
I think he was.
I think so. CM's doing up typing for us right now, finding out.
Okay, so I think 1 for AC Milan, 3 for Real Madrid.
2 for Real Madrid, I think.
2 AC Milan, 2 Real Madrid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, wait. Yeah, so he won it in 03 with AC Milan, right?
Yeah, that 0-0 penalties.
That was at OT. I remember that one.
Yeah.
So he won it there the first time, and then so then he won it again in 2007, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
When Liverpool against Liverpool.
It was in Athens.
Yeah.
And then the two with Real Madrid. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
crazy.
4 times. No, 4 times.
Man, what a manager, man. Not a lot of people speak of him as one of those guys that's up there, but
I would have, I swear down, if he went out of the Champions League, I would have started the agenda on him. Because, because that little stint at Everton, was mad. Like, because first and foremost, why did you go there, right? And then, fam, you went there to go and do I was ready to run an agenda, but he saved himself. He's got his League and Cup double. He saved himself. We have to put him up. The thing about it is, I understand why people don't put him in like today's categories of like top managers, because a lot of people really didn't see him like you know what I mean? Like, because we're talking about this is a player. He was managing in the 90s. Like, I remember 98, 99 season, the treble season, he was the manager of Juventus, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, so he's been managing all this time. So he's gone 30 years. He's got 30 years plus of experience as a manager. Like, so, like, he's way beyond. He's an OG. Like, he's like on Fergie kind of levels there. Like, it's Fergie, then it's him. OGs, man, that will stand the test of time. You get me? Like, no.
What is? Why do you have to come in here with that, man?
No.
Why? Why?
No.
We was having a nice conversation there, Mania. Yeah.
Who's even giving man his flowers, fam?
I'm giving him his flowers. And then you want to come and ruin the thing. This is why you're not Manchester Mania, you're Liverpool Mania, bro.
I can't believe it. I saw it and I was like, nah.
Wait, mods, where are you, fam? Like, you should be timing this guy out.
You can't see this. Yeah, I mean, come on, it's a Rollers channel, fam. Come on, mods.
Mods. Yeah, he's a mod, bro. I need to take that mod status.
I can't block other mods. What's this?
Yeah. I'm removing you, Manchester Mania. You got a 30-day suspension period. As a mod, can't be coming here doing this stuff.
Oh man,
free strikes and you're out, fam.
Mad thing.
Man. You see, look at this now. Seeing VVD crying is almost this brother. Carlo learned the art of adaptation as a gaffer. Not many coaches can do it. Yeah, it's very true. Very, very true to adapt the way he has done. This Real Madrid side aren't great. Like, currently today, they're not like, this is it. But they've got great players, and he's been able to get the best out of them, playing horrific football at times throughout this competition. Today, even, you know what I mean? Just sit back, like, counter-attacking, soak it up. If we was talking about Mourinho, would have criticised him for this. So, but Carlo Ancelotti, you got to give credit where credit's due. Because Mourinho did it the other day, won a trophy. We all praised him. So we have to do the same for Carlo in this sense.
But that's where, man, you see, the man have to be careful with that reactionary thing in the sport of football, because it can come back to bounce back in the meanest of ways, right in your face.
Exactly that, man.
Someone saying Mourinho was washed. Like, we'll laugh about the Conference League, but it's a trophy, fam. And he's playing with Roma. He's managing Roma.
Trust me.
So they were going all in. You saw what it meant for them when they won it.
Trust me. Like, it's a European trophy. He's the first manager to win a European trophy since he last won it in 2010 with Inter Milan. It's mad. You know what I mean? Like, look at Raul holding he's about to present it to them,
Look at that, man.
Nostalgia. Look at him. It's like he's won it himself.
With the big ears,
Mr. Real Madrid, man.
Listen.
Wow.
He's the only person, that has ever made Ronaldo wear another number,
It's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true. Legendary status, man.
Because Ronaldo was like a young buck at Sporting, so he wasn't wearing the 7, and then he comes to United 7. Real Madrid, he's a 9. He played as number 9, which is funny as hell.
Mhm.
And he had to play in it for a couple of seasons. Then Raul moved to Schalke and he took the 7. He's the only guy. I'm telling you.
Man.
For real, man. For real.
Legend.
Now the referees are getting their clap. You know what I mean? Look at that, getting a big
The guard of honor.
Look at this. Look at Modric
Look
shaking
at him.
his hand. You know what I mean?
He said you did the business for us, you know.
He's like, yes, man. Yes.
Money well spent and all of that.
Listen, fam, UEFA plugged it in.
Trust me. He's getting a
Them
little
man are
talk.
getting the special payments, fam.
They're getting a little talking to by the UEFA dignitaries. Hey.
Listen, said we outdone England again, fam. That's what they're saying.
And it's true. It's true. World Cup staff, Ancelotti, Canada. We'll have to see. Well, he won't be managing Canada. Don't worry.
Yeah, he's definitely not managing Canada. Hey, Moss is definitely somewhere where they're smoking up the ganja. They're smoking up the ganja. Right? It's legal in Canada, so you know.
Monster mentality, Flair boy, Mo Salah, Nappy Keita, Championship ender. Enen's agenda, Afi run. But Bungle saying, who was that ref who got the Champions League final trophy tattooed on his leg? Clattenburg. Who was it? Who got?
Was it Mark Clattenburg? Bro? No way.
I think it was because he refereed in the Champions League final. It was.
That's wild.
I said that's the man that went to where did he go? Qatar or something like that.
Yeah, he left the Prem and went to Qatar to go referee. Or something.
Yeah.
What's your all right? I want to see what happens here. What's your thoughts on the man them that take off that second medal that they get given?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. A lot of people say, oh, you have to be grateful. But bro, if I lost, I'm livid. I don't even want to be walking through this thing where man are clapping me, fam.
You don't raise losers in my house, bruv.
They're keeping it on.
Take the thing off, bruv.
No, I think I agree, man. I think you gotta keep it on. You've done it. Nah, man. You want to take it off? You go perform on that pitch, brother.
Take it off, bruv. I don't want silver. Gold only, bruv.
That's your medal.
Gold only.
You know, at the same time, yeah, it is something that people overreact about, fam.
Like, yeah.
If I don't want the gold, if I don't want the silver, I don't want the silver, bruv. Like, don't force me wearing it, bruv. Oh, you gotta wear it. Be graceful in defeat.
Nah, man, you have to wear it. I agree, man.
Take it off, bruv.
Nah, man, keep that on. You lost it. You came second.
Hey, we battered, man, and bruv, and they're shaking referees' hands. Nah. I'm taking it off.
Okay, if that's the case, if you lose like that, then yeah.
I'll be battering, bro. Chance after chance after chance. The ball just wouldn't go in, man. I'm taking that off, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I think if they didn't obviously have a Champions League final like winners medal, they would have taken it off. But they already got one, so
they just kind of they're chalking up to the game, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Adrian, I mean, you can take it off. You ain't done, Jack.
Boy, man, Salah was out here looking for revenge after what Ramos did to him, fam.
Salah don't want the smoke, and that's the thing. Like, it would have been more revenge if it was you versus Ramos, but you know what I mean? Like, Salah don't want the smoke. When Abubakar said you ain't got it, I'm not impressed.
How many finals, fam, dropped now? Trophies missed out on for Salah this year, man.
Do you put your losers medal on eBay, like Bungo saying, when the well runs dry and the income gets slim?
That's true though. I ain't gonna lie. That's a cool 20 grand you can make off a little losers medal, you know.
If you're a baller, your income gets dry. You need to sort it out. You got bad financials.
Yeah, that's true though. If your money's running dry and you're a baller, I can't lie to you, fam.
Yeah.
We have to have a conversation about that.
You done something wrong, fam. Especially in this day and age, fam. How much these top players are getting paid?
Even the average ones are getting peas, bro. So
listen,
And look at that. I do vibes. I was running this agenda from as soon as he came on. They let a team with Ceballos beat them to the CL. You know what I mean? That's my boy, Danny Ceballos, an FA Cup winners medal. Now he's got a Champions League to win it as well.
We saying representing Arsenal, fam. You man celebrate with him, innit?
Hey, do you know that when it's your club? Do you know when you're one of your players wins a World Cup and you celebrate that? That's what I'm doing.
Arsenal fans are gonna claim a Champions League trophy because of Ceballos.
Any Champions League Ceballos made Helen type of thing.
I've never turned my back on this brother. That's my guy, fam.
Yeah. And no mania, he didn't. He left. The reason he went to Chelsea is because they won the Champions League.
Yeah.
He was I think he was meant to go to Man United.
Yeah, we didn't want to pay the agent fees, bro.
Yeah.
Because Fergie was doing Glazonomics.
Yeah.
You know what
Exactly.
I mean?
Man said Gareth Bell collecting another Champions League medal, fam.
Scumbag as well. Another scumbag.
Hey.
Another one. Well, I didn't even see what he was looking like, actually. Look at Hazard. Yeah, he's shameless.
He's
Shameless Hazard.
He's shameless. Man took off the jacket and everything, the warm up, the thing. He was like, I am going fresh shirt there, bro. Let me collect my medal, bro.
Marcelo captain. I didn't even know Marcelo was club captain, you know.
Yeah, me neither, you know.
Nah, I thought it was Benzema, but yeah. Marcelo with the captaincy. You know what? I respect to Benz for doing that because Marcelo done nothing in his Champions League as well.
Benz is a G, man. Like he don't care about this type of stuff, bro. He knows. He knows he's a guy, man.
Trust me, he don't need validation.
He don't need it, boy.
Vibes is on shameless hours. Champions League and World Cup semis, silvers are impressive. Take it off, but still cherish it. No.
You know, you must have his chest broad out right now, fam. Florentino Perez.
That
Listen.
guy, man. He's seen this side that he's put this together side after side after side, man.
And Mbappe now he's not joining this.
I mean, Benzema said we don't worry about small things like that.
Is that what he said?
Man.
We don't worry. We got a Champions League final. We don't worry about small things like that.
None of that.
Watch when he pulls up to Fontaine, for the for the pre-camp, the
World Cup.
The World Cup pre-camp, man's gonna be like,
medal on.
He's gonna, like in Power, bro. When Ghost was with Tereak, and he was like, my guy, little guy, you're not ready for the streets, man.
Nah, trust me,
you're not ready for it, fam.
In it with that medal around his neck. You know what I mean? You want to see Killian? I know you've seen the trophy when you last to buy me in it. Here's the medal. You ain't seen that medal.
You ain't seen this medal in a minute, man. You're not gonna see it right now whilst I'm still playing. Man. You should have come and joined the winning team.
Pyramid Elanga drowning under pressure, you know.
Hey, it's mad, isn't it? That's a pyramid.
You kill me, man.
Oh man,
listen.
I'm not impressed.
Happy Alaba with another Champions League.
Drizzy, always on my neck, you know. Always on my neck. Don't take that foot off it, Drizzy. He does it to me when we doing a Champions League Arsenal Watchalong.
That close.
It was close though. It was close.
A point away.
It was close.
You gotta get onto your fan base, fam. Shameless for doing them Champions League comps, bro. I'm disgusted.
Oh, I didn't even know that when they did the comps.
It was too early for that, bro.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you, Moss has been doing it, man. Moss is behind the comps. Kick and run merchants with a system, says realist. Ancelotti stated he wants Canada. What? When?
He doesn't want it, man. Moss, you're dreaming.
Yeah.
Was that after his cigar and a few drinks? Was that what it was?
Rev, this must have been in the Everton days when he thought that he was going to go down as a manager, bro. And Real Madrid gave him the call and he was like, I'm dipping. I'm back to the elite level again, bro.
For real. Hey, I mean, Marcelo is not even holding that trophy correct, man.
Yeah. That's not.
Man, you need to have your arms around the ears,
The
innit?
ears. You need to be on the ears, man. This ain't.
They ruin moments, you know. It's like I don't look
Mhm.
back at when Arsenal won the FA Cup because Aubameyang dropped the trophy. You know, I don't care. They were big
Hey.
moments, you know.
That brother was trying to pick up the whole base, man.
I'm telling you, man. He wasn't used to lifting trophies. I could tell you for sure.
Hey.
I think that was his first trophy as well. I think it was. Mad thing. We
Man.
need Kane, says Chris, the Liverpool fan. Big up Chris, man. Gareth Bale and Eden Hazard not putting in any work for the assignment and taking the credit. Hey, we've all been there.
Benzema's won 5 Champions Leagues.
5.
Like that's like unheard of, man. Like in this modern era, innit? Like because
That's my question.
Back in the day, yeah, them man used to win Champions Leagues like nothing in it because there was like you played 8 games or like 6 games and you was the champion. But nowadays, for a man to have 5 Champions Leagues is mad.
Bro, I wanted to ask you, man, this. Where does Benzema rank in all time then?
Bruv, I can't give you that. It's too hard.
That's you have to calculate the whole of the history again, fam.
Yeah,
That's
you
mad.
can't, like, you know.
I'm not saying he's the greatest. I'm saying where does he rank?
You know, Mega Mind. You know when he's like this. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
can't.
we moving that Professor Xavier, fam. When it's mad, you got some mad headache and that.
Got slap onto cerebral, bruv, and then be just thinking about everything going on in the mutant world, bruv. I don't know, man. It's hard to say, bro. Like,
What would you say to you?
And strikers. You can't discount the achievement. And
oh no, you can't.
Top 10?
10 strikers.
Top 10 strikers.
Strikers, yeah. Let me just think through my Rolodex of strikers, bro. So, who I'd put at number 1, yeah, for me is R9 number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Because he.
How far is he off of R9 then? He's not that far, is he really?
He's not, but then like I'm gonna go Henri 2 for me.
Yep.
Then 3. If I'm thinking about it, like of what I've seen, bruv, I gotta go Aguero 3 because he was different, bruv. That's I ain't never seen a 9 do that kind of stuff that he's been doing, yeah.
Yep.
And then 4, bruv, like, and that's the thing. Rooney weren't even a 9 like that, but Rooney was different, bruv.
It's true.
Prime Rooney, fam.
Prime Rooney was, and you know, Prime Rooney it's not 26-7. No, Prime Rooney was like 20 to 24. That was prime.
Is Benzema better than Rooney? It's a tough one, fam.
So hard, bro, because like
it's all this is all subjective, and
you know when Rooney was shelling, Benz was like bubbling, like he was young but bubbling. He was only a couple of years off of him, maybe 2-3 years off of him. Yeah, he was bubbling. So I don't know. I would say that if we was to compare them overall, Benzema would be slightly ahead of him simply because Rooney tailed off at 29. He was
the longevity.
He was cooked at 29.
And
He said, yeah, that's another. I mean, look, I used to hate Henri, but fam, that guy was different class, man. He used to do everything so nonchalant, bro. Like it was mad. Like I hated him growing up, but fam, I can't deny the talent, bro. Like honestly, he's got to be number 1 Prem striker for me, bro. I can't even lie. Like of all time, he has to be. But Benzema, he could be top 5.
That's a big shout, you know, top 5.
I would probably say top 10 just to be safe.
Because
but there's an argument.
Because look, I love Ruud van Nistelrooy, bro. That guy was a killer. Like he's my favorite. He's my favorite player in Man United all the time. Even though he was there for the 5 seasons, he's my favorite Man United player. Because I knew whenever I watched that score sheet, he scored every game. I without fail. If I didn't watch the game and I check it out, like the game, the fixture, the goals, Ruud would score. He was my favorite. But like, yeah, top 10 is probably about right. I'd say somewhere in that top 10.
Interesting. Yeah, I think you got achievements, player ability. how he can drag a team as well, like he has done, into winning a Champions League. Yeah, you've got to, man. See, yeah, I think you have to put him in a top 10. Eto'o, Miller,
Eto'o,
Shearer, Wright,
Eto'o.
Bergkamp, Henry, Van Persie, Rooney, Van Nistelrooy.
I got love for Drogba too, but Drogba got to be in there.
Yeah.
Somewhere. But Drogba was different, man.
But yeah,
he was just
it'd
a
be
late.
interesting.
He was a late bloomer. That's why people don't really give him that. Do you know what I mean? Like he got his big break at like 25, 26, as opposed to some of these strikers who had them at 19, 20, 21. So
Samuel Eto'o, fam, bad man.
Yeah,
bad boy.
But
There's so many names, fam. So many. That's why it's tough, because there's so many names.
Bad boy.
We need to speak about this another day, you know, draw it up and have a proper stream from that.
Yeah, proper one.
Like greatest of yeah. And when we say all time, obviously we can only stretch back to like, you know, like 30 years.
Yeah, about 30 years, because you can't be talking about Maradonas and
listen. I'll be a fraud talking about Pele, fam. Yeah, I mean,
yeah. See the Pele thing, I don't know nothing about it, boy. I can't lie to you, man.
Well, like, let's be honest, most people will be, because for, like, even football back in the day, it wasn't accessible as it is now. So you're watching Pele in the World Cups and that, playing for a great Brazil side. Maradona gets his flowers because he carried an Argentina side that wasn't very good. You know what I mean?
Hey, Manchester Mania's moving mad, fam.
What am I miss now?
Van Persie should have been clear of Henry. Listen, Van Persie was a good striker here, but come on, man, this is Thierry Henry we're talking about.
Van Persie was good technically. I'll give him that. Injuries definitely ruined a lot of his career.
Yeah,
100%.
The last 3 years of his, you would call prime, the 2 at Arsenal and 1 at United, it probably overshadows most of his career, because it was probably the most crucial period of his time. He won a Premier League title through that, and then he top scored, I think, the season before he came to United or something like that. But so there's something great. Yeah, like, but let's be serious here.
Listen, Henry is a different stratosphere, fam.
Henry was one of the coolest guys ever, fam. That was when Arsenal was black, fam.
That's it, man. You know it.
Arsenal was black, man. I love this.
That's why you don't get many racist Arsenal fans. You get,
you know,
you don't get.
You don't really get many of them, you know. Because the best period was when Arsenal was black, bro. I can't lie, man.
For real, man. We got Mr. Vengs for that. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Wenger knew he knew the man, them.
Yeah, it's true. And then also, like, just to answer that, Moss, when you're comparing like these man, like Gerd Muller's and Pele's, they were playing a lot of these man. The competition with bombs, bro. Like they're playing against, like they were stat padding because they're playing terrible players. Whereas now, because there is a lot more scouting, you know, the sports science into things is allowing players to be much better and closer physically, even if you're not as good technically. To be scoring, to be winning that many Champions Leagues, to be scoring the amount of goals Benzema is, he's got to be up there, and he's got to surpass even, you know, people who've done thousands because of their level of competition. That's why it's hard to really compare. Like if you're going back to the 70s, 60s, like really late 80s, maybe early 90s. You know what I mean?
You gotta go late 80s into now, like basically, because if you go beyond that, then I can't really. One, I don't know the guys there, and 2, it's just too far back. They were playing against plumbers and that. Yeah,
Maniac. That's come on, man. Listen, when you're talking about this, Alex Ferguson and Carlo Ancelotti, Alex Ferguson was making Wes Brown, John O'Shea. Tom Cleverley. And we're not even going back into the 99 with your Jonathan Greenings in them, man. Winning Champions Leagues, fam.
Come on, man. Let's be serious here. He won the Champions League without Scholes and Keane in midfield. They were both suspended, fam. Like, people forget this thing, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Man had Ronnie Ruark and Henning Bergs and man like that, bro. And David May, they're scrubs in his team, bro. Made them into winners, bro. Like, come on, man.
Trust
like
me.
Carlo, has if he had not won this Champions League, he would have had a mercenary thing on his tag on his name. Because I don't care what you say, you can't go to no Everton, bro. Nah, I don't.
And in a minute, Real Madrid came cool and man walked away
And
like
they
nothing.
walked away, bro. Nah, like if they didn't win this thing and they went out, bro, I would have said, bro, you're a mercenary. I don't care about La Liga you won. Because yes, he's won all Europe's top 5 leagues, isn't it? I swear he has, innit? He's won the Prem, he's won the Bundesliga, he's won La Liga, he's won League. He ain't won. What else has he won? He ain't done the Dutch league, no. I don't think so.
I don't think so. No,
he ain't been to Holland.
He managed there.
Yeah, I don't think he's been there. But yeah, he's won 4 of the top leagues in Europe, and then he's won 4 Champions Leagues. That's a good. And then obviously the countless number of cups he may have won as well. Yeah. That's, as I said, you got to put him as an OG in it. Like he's an OG of the game because he's spanned 30 years of management through so many different periods. Like, and he's gone toe to toe with some of the best. So I say Fergie's GOAT all time for me. But then Carlo's there, man. He's there. He's number 2. You can't put him with Pep and Mourinho and Klopp because they're new school managers. Like they need to have longevity in football. Their moves as well, because I would hope that the Roma spell from Mourinho is not the end. He can get another elite level job at another point in time. Like I think he could. Like you know, like there'll be a point in time where a team will be like, "Hey, we need a winner in here. Mourinho is available. We don't really care what style of football he's got. He's just got to galvanize our squad, bring him in." Like I would hope that would happen, but you never know, innit?
But you see funny thing about football, there's so many cycles in it. So you see when now you have your moment where people are saying the English teams like Manchester City and Liverpool mainly are the elite teams. You will have the times where the Italian league comes back into circulation. La Liga coming back into circulation. Real Madrid just won it, but like we're talking about the true quality of their teams. They're not what they once were. Even a Bundesliga with Bayern Munich and maybe a Dortmund if they can get up there, but mainly Bayern Munich. So if these cycles go on, depending on if these managers are still around, based off their reputation and what they have done, their body of work, there'll always be something for them out there.
Trust me. This is why I hate when they talk about Mourinho and say he's finished, he's a finished manager because he went here and here. Like at the end of the day, one, I'm still available to work, so I'm gonna go where the work is. If somebody's offering me a bag to go and do Spurs, bruv, I'll go to Spurs. What do you want me to do? I mean, I can turn them down, but I want to work at least. Like football is my life, so I'm gonna go. Like, do you know what I mean? The Roma situation, the same thing. He's coming. He's galvanized a squad of young players with a few older pieces in there, and they've won themselves a European trophy, which I don't even know if they've even won one in their history, but like maybe they have, like back in the day. But he's done that there, and it's like he's not finished. He's just waiting around for his next big opportunity back at elite level again, and it will come, I think, for him. So
exactly that. It's true. Man, I've got to run now. Anyways,
I think we can wrap this up right here. To be honest, because
wrap up thing, people.
Because I had a late night last night, and I want to try and get to bed early. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And you got another one tomorrow as well. Well,
not me.
Well, we say pros only sports.
No, not me, fam. CM, that's what we do. Game 7. I'll be watching though.
The man that we're trying to say Twitch is gonna be down on Sunday, but you know what I mean.
Hey, but that's the way it is. But people, it's been an absolute pleasure. Every single one of you in the comments, and those of you who aren't here, if you're gonna watch this back at some point, the whole 3 hours and 37 minutes, I don't think so. But if you're gonna come in, tune in for the end. Thank you for all your support, people. We've got 5 people only on Pros Only Sports at the moment, and 4 over on Tweet Talks. Thank you for all the love and support. I'm Tweet Talks. The link is in Roland's description, and also the link to Roland's channel is in my description as well. But also, Roland, let the people know where they can find you as well, bro.
Yo, big up to everybody that's been in the comments from the beginning. Big up to my guy Tereak, man. It's been a great football season. It's now over. This was the curtain closer. Thank you for the support across the season as well. Like it's been a mad first year. for all of us, to be honest with you. Like, we've been kind of doing this thing, this family that we've built, this community that we've built. But yeah, come find me over at Pros Only Sports. We got AFCON qualifiers coming up soon, so that's going to be interesting as well. You're going to get some content on that in the summer. And then NBA finals. Les Cement is going to be doing a lot of them games too as well. So you know what I mean? So it's going to be very, very interesting too. But yeah, Pros Only Sports on all the socials and on YouTube as well. Big up.
There you go. Big up Roland every single time, man. And then you got Laissez-moi. Talk to him, bro. Let the people know where they can find you.
Listen, CM22 ENT on YouTube, Twitch, all socials. Hey man, big up Tereak, big up Roland. Like what Roland said, he basically said everything I need to say, man. Fantastic season. And I'll finish with that. Go drop a like and subscribe on both channels, man. Run it up. I know Tereak's rolling to 500 subs. Rolling, he needs to get to 1.2k, but that's really 1.5. So run up the subs, man.
Hey, go find CM over on Twitch. Honestly, it's the best Twitch streams you'll find out there.
Trust me.
The engagement, sometimes I got work next thing in the morning, and I'll be staying up until 3. Like, just literally with the channel points, everything he's got creating over there, it's special, man. And me and CM, we're going to be doing a lot of gaming content ourselves, playing FIFA. Do you play co-op seasons, CM?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
we'll do that as well. You know what I mean? I'll carry you like Benzema carried Militao. You get me?
What's going on?
It's a Division 1. But every single time, man, love to CM, love to Pros Only rolling in the cut as well, man. United State of Mind, you need to go and check that out. Even when we're ramping in the comments, they're chatting real sense, real talk over there, man. So yeah, I actually really enjoy listening to it as well. It's not my team's content, but I recommend you go check it out because Roland and Reese, they're on fire with it over there for sure. And then over on this channel, we'll be bringing like transfer talk and content as well over at Tereak Talks. Not just Arsenal. I'll do an Arsenal dedicated one like once a week, but then also rounding up across the Premier League and how it will impact. Obviously, we'd love to get guests like Roland and CM on there talking about, the impact Haaland is going to make, or if certain transfers happen, what impact would it make? Yuri Timber looks like he could be heading to United. Be interesting to hear their thoughts, but we'll save that for another time. Love and peace to you all, people. We are out. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Peace, people.